Hey, folks, we're back. Is it still Friday? It feels like Friday.
I have no clue.
We're just back with different shirts on and different underwear. So what's up, folks? It's Sunday night. It's that time. Hope everybody's off tomorrow because there's going to be a fun show tonight. There will be a lot of fun stuff going on. There'll probably be some alcohol. I can guarantee the alcohol. But yeah, we're in the Halloween room. Hopefully you guys can hear us well because I'm using the camera mic because I have her on tap. And I have Cody Decker, the hybrid right here. Cody and Jordan. Yes, they're still here. We've been partying all weekend. They're going to need new livers after this weekend.
Jesus, already do.
Yes. Yeah, we've been partying pretty hard for the weekend. And I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Today, so we thought this would be Colin. Hey, you drunken bastards. Yeah, you should.
Colin.
Friday night was interesting. Last night wasn't so bad. We were okay last night, but Friday night was pretty rough.
Love you, Marty.
Yes, it was rough. And tonight we're hanging. So I took them since the original Friday 13th locations are only about 35 minutes from my house. Took them to see all the Friday 13th locations. So we figured let's do the Friday 13th movie locations and rank them, which ones we like the best, because we had mentioned maybe the camps, but there's not a camp in every film. So we just figured the locations make you feel Friday 13th-ish, like a good atmosphere. Like obviously Part 5 isn't at a camp, and I like the atmosphere. Part 3 isn't at a camp, and you like the atmosphere. So let's just see where everything lands. Oh, look at Jordan right from behind me. He's sending shit. Look at this.
I do a lot of things from behind you, Pat.
Thank you for anybody here that's not going to watch AEW.
just don't tell my wife. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Fuck AEW. It can go suck a dick.
Take that, Jeff.
We're having more fun here. You can go watch that fake bullshit over there.
Oh, stop that. He's going to get on my head. Don't do that.
Shots fired.
What a way to celebrate 9 months. Yeah, we had a great weekend. Hanging out with these guys has been a lot of fun.
Cody, we just tell Jeff we hate Vince Russo. Then he'll get mad.
Colin, you ever want to come here, brother? The door is wide open. I'd love to have you, man. We'll go see all those sites. We'll go do a bunch of shit. That would be fucking epic if you came.
What's everybody drinking? You guys got your drinks open yet? What are we drinking?
What's wrong with me?
Let's start off
I'm
with
having
the Woodpecker Red Ale, baby.
They're having wine. They're winos tonight.
Oh, well, I know Cody's drinks some good wines. I've known Jordan to be drinking some wines.
Remember the Blue Moon. Blue Moon.
That a boy.
And the wonderful Miss Kathy upstairs as backup. So sangria.
Yeah, she got sangria upstairs.
I had some sangria for dinner tonight with my tacos. Good stuff.
Nice.
I'll do you at the bottom when we're drinking sangria.
Happy early Memorial Day to you guys, and I really wish I would be there with you guys. That's how it goes. Happy Memorial Day out to anybody else in chats, right?
Thank you for those that gave their all and served. That for the reason for the holiday. People just think it's a 3-day weekend, started the summer. I always remember what tomorrow is. My dad was a veteran, so I always remember what it is.
Pat, funny you said something about dads. And Colin's in the chat. I saw Colin's post about his dad. Isn't that something? That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to you, Colin. That was awesome, man. I love seeing that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's the dad thing's going right now. And I think Jordan, you and I have talked about that. I think, the dad stuff is just,
Anytime, man. My wife would just love to have you over. It'd be a blast, man. Anytime you want to do it, man. Just get airfare. Everything else is covered.
Now,
pay-per-view, right? Michael, AEW pay-per-view. Yeah, go bite me.
Now, Cody, I know Cody. You're going to be California in a few years. Jordan, are you going to make it to H50? Are you coming with us? Are you going to make the trip?
That's definitely the plan.
Good.
Awesome, Mike. Shout out to him.
And so is Colin Murdy.
I have more faith in Colin going, Jordan going, but Bill, we got to get Bill. We're going to really.
I had that earlier.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out a way to stuff Bill into. We have to stuff him in a trunk. We have to do like a B.A. Baracus from 18. We just have to drug his ass and get him on a plane.
In my trailer.
Remember, my brother won't fly, and they want to go. So
yeah,
stuff him in my brother's car.
We'll throw him in the trailer. He can pick him up in Chicago, drug him, throw him in the trailer. He can just take him right out the alley.
Could you imagine?
Oracle, what's up? Oracle says, "Hey, I'm here. I'm off. I'm tomorrow, dudes. Hang out all night. This is gonna be fun because now that they've seen the only thing we didn't make it to was the camp because the camp is off limits, especially this time of year. So I'm like, we didn't even waste the time to go because I know they're not gonna let us in. Did you not even go down off the road? You just you went right past. I didn't even go down there because you know what? Because I've been there like this time of month. Usually when the scout camp opens up, they tend to have a barricade just across it. So I'm like, like we went, it was way off season, so they didn't bother at that point. So I was actually surprised they didn't have a barricade down. Usually they have something down, and they didn't.
Well,
That was
if
the situation.
Jordan and Cody could have gotten a rehash of the video that you took when we were there. That could have been a way too.
So I took them to they ate at the Blairstown Diner. We sat at the iconic counter that
Oh, you sat up at the bar.
we
Okay.
said at Steve Christie. So if you guys check out the picture, it's a picture of the three of us sitting at the counter, and the woman was nice. They were all very nice, chatting away with us. These guys were taking pictures, in the ladies' room, of course, and other things. And after that, we went to we walked through the town where I took them through the street where all Annie walked through.
Mm-hmm.
And the little bridge that's there. And then what did we go? Oh, we went to the Moravian Cemetery. So they got a picture by the cemetery. And then we went to the diner, where the diner was, where she gets a ride and she meets Crazy Ralph.
Crazy Ralph. Yeah.
It's actually an antique shop. And shout out to the woman who was super nice. I bought this rock that's painted with Sackhead and Jason.
Oh, that's cool.
But the woman's like, oh, you should support the business. So we felt bad. She was super nice. And so I'm like, let's just buy something. Do you have your thing, or is it in the truck?
It's in the truck. My bad.
No.
You bought one. I thought I like this because it was cool because it's got Sackhead on it too.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, that's cool.
The Blairstown Diner, obviously, when we went, Pat, they had it decorated with wreaths for Mother's Day. Did they have it decorated for Memorial Day? Because they seem to be into the spirit of.
Well, yeah, they had a lot of flags and stuff. Actually, when we got to the town, it was like mobbed because they had the Memorial Day parade. So I was like, oh fuck! So we had to park a couple blocks away and walk around.
It's going to be busy in a few weeks over there, then too. Obviously.
Yeah, we were talking to them about it. Like, it's going to be busy, guys. 2 weeks, and somebody did buy it. Remember, it was for sale, so they do have new owners, and they said they're getting new T-shirts and stuff.
Oh wow! What did you guys eat? Did you get a burger again? What'd you get?
Slasher burger with a fried egg.
Oh, you did get the fried egg. Okay, how about you two?
All three of us.
Oh, matching food. That all sounded good.
Hey, John, what's up? I was just talking about you. I got to reach out to you. Once these guys are gone and they let my stranglehold go, I'm going to reach out to you and maybe we'll set up something for this week to do it with the Kiss podcast.
Kiss podcast, right? With John? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Jordan in the ladies' room calling me shocked. Really? I mean, come on.
They still have all the standees and everything up in there? They probably do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, he said it smelled like sex. The ladies' room.
It smelled like sex.
So then we were thinking about, we were sitting like, what could we do? And I'm like, well, it'd be great to do. Let's rank the locations from each film, because each film it's got its own vibe about it, based on where it's filmed. So we think this would be fun, since we're fresh off the heels of them seeing the locations from the OG. And the woman at the antique shop, which was the diner, said that she was hoping they scouted the locations already because they are filming there in July for the new prequel, and she was hoping they would have picked her shop, but they didn't pick her shop, but they picked a bunch of other locations from in the town. So everything's being filmed there, including the camp.
That's some bullshit. Not cool, Pat.
Now, and she did tell us. So if you remember the original, when Annie walks in and she sees everybody and she gets the ride from the guy that's driving the oil truck, somebody owns the original countertop. They have the whole fucking thing from the store.
Really?
Surprised Sean hasn't tried to get it from him.
He's too busy at Texas Frightmare with the rest of the horror convention people.
Yeah. And enough of the morbid stuff. Let's bring on the drunken shenanigans. Oh, it's coming. You should have seen the after hour shenanigans after Friday night, buddy.
So
did you get Voorhees burger inside of Jason Fingers? No, the slasher burger is great. It's a nice big burger with a fried egg on it. But what's one thing you guys noticed about that place?
Oh yeah, it was.
They charge you. It's not cheap.
Yeah, the burgers. Each of us got a burger, same burger with a side of fries. It was like
$20.
Yes, about $65 for three of us.
Yeah. So they definitely they charge
it's about $20 a burger, right? I thought, plus not including drinks, right?
Mm-hmm. Who else is here tonight? Let me just say hello everybody in the chat. Let's get this underway and let the shenanigans begin, because I'm off tomorrow. Yeah. Gene, what's shaking? Ranking the Friday. Yeah, we thought this would be fun because we were hot off the heels of going to see those locations. Michael Dammett's in the house. John Patterson's in the house. Obviously, Colin. Slasher Fred, what's up? Part 2. The burlap back probably makes people think of the Elephant Man. Plus, they also say that they stole it from the town that dreaded sundown, but whatever.
They do.
There we see that. Leanna's in the chat. What's up, Leanna?
Hi, Leanna.
We missed you all weekend. You were ducking us all weekend. What the hell? We thought you'd hang out with us. You're
Don't
0 for
worry,
2.
Leanna. I kind of did too. Don't worry.
Anywhere near Cody.
She's 0 for 2, just like Brett.
Pat's
Oh,
like,
Cody,
we're gonna be home. We're leaving. We'll be home in a half hour. Between that half hour, I fell asleep watching the Pee Wee Herman documentary on Max.
Cody is gifting memberships right from the podcast room, right there. Who got it? Ben Grimm got a membership from Cody. Awesome.
Nice.
Welcome to the Cave Dwellers. We've officially been called the Cave Dwellers. And somebody actually, hold on a second. It said that somebody became a member. Usually it tells me who it was. It was somebody that joined during the day today. But usually it tells me about a new member. I don't see it. I'll figure it out. Give it a shout out.
Well, I don't know, Pat, when we do, if we're going to do any new items, I did get something that I wanted to talk about.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can do so. I didn't get anything new except my rock, which I'll show. That'll be my show and tell.
I bet you it's hard.
It's rock hard. It's rock hard.
Looking at the chat, John Patterson, I think you mean morons.
Yeah.
Yes, look, the dudes behind look like morons.
Auto incorrect strikes again.
No, and I thought John was saying you were Jordan Moran. That would be way off.
So you passed out on the couch. I know. Come on. You're 0 for 2, Leanna. We wanted to hang with you. We wanted to meet up somewhere along the way, but obviously that wasn't. And we get it too with the family. We totally get it. We'll have to get you. We'll get you out another time. Where's Davey? He usually likes to take his shirt off on this channel.
He does.
Actually, he's doing a watch along. I think right now
He's live.
he's doing like a member only like watch along of Return of the Living Dead. I'm like, seriously, while we're doing this, I don't give a shit that he's doing it, but it's like we can't join in because we're doing this.
He probably didn't think we were doing anything tonight. Maybe, I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Totally
There's no exclusivity to this bullshit.
Jesus.
I'll have to squeeze those pasty white nipples next time I say him.
What, Cody? What are you drinking?
Sweet red wine, Roscato.
Oh, Roscato. Used to get that at the Olive Garden all the time.
There's somebody that hung out till the hours of the night and party with us. The beautiful Joey Jolene hung out with us all night and party with us.
Now there was somebody I missed the other night. Joey. Hi, Joey.
It was Joey, Davey, Jeff, which Jeff abandoned us for AEW tonight, which blows. and us guys.
Changed my nickname.
Throwing shots at Tony Khan right now.
Well, don't pass out on the couch tonight. I'm sure you're off tomorrow, young lady.
No,
there's an after party.
If I walk away from this screen, it's going to have to be for 30 seconds only. Otherwise, I might not make it back.
Yeah, I'll fall asleep on this. So we figured it easy just to do. I didn't get a chance to prepare any fancy slides because I was hanging out with these guys all day. Mm-hmm. So there's 12 movies. We just do them from 12 to number 1. What we think is the best movie locations, which obviously the first one gives you that whole rounded atmosphere of the camp and isolation, but it doesn't necessarily have to be your number 1. So I figured we'll just go from 12 to 1 and rank them, which ones we think have the best, still call it Friday the 13th atmosphere. Because some of them, I mean, like the atmosphere, like, all right, I'm going to say it right now. Jason X, while it's fun and there's a lot of sex in it, which I'm a big fan of, it doesn't feel like a friggin' Friday movie because it's in space. Let's face that. The atmosphere doesn't lend to it, but I do like it. It's fun. I'm not going to say it sucks. Same thing with like Freddy versus Jason. They're all over the place. It's not necessarily the vibe you would think you'd feel from a Friday the 13th movie, but I like it. But this is simply just saying what locations you think that you like the best. Gives you that atmosphere. So that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Good night. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I should be responding to some stuff.
and shout out to Richard Brake's clone, who was hitting on Jordan last night when I was playing at the bar. His buddy, who was rubbing up against him.
Oh, I was going to go. I don't know what his house was going to smell like.
So I was playing a bar last night with the band, and there was a guy who looked just like Richard Brake, and he was just as creepy as Richard Brake would be in a film. And I swear, I'm like, Jordan, I think he wants to take you home.
Well, there's only so much Friday the 13th actually that's been filmed near that state of New Jersey, right? Some stuff from 2, but that's about it, right?
What's that?
Only the original Friday 13th and some part of 2, right?
As far as I know, just the original. I mean, if there's scenes from part 2 that were filmed, I'm not sure.
Or is that
Just the
somewhere else
front.
east?
No, that's in Connecticut.
That's
Part
in
two.
Connecticut. Then the rest is out west.
The rest is out west. There's nothing else here. So it's nice to see that they're going back to the OG. So
Mm-hmm.
that they get this new thing here. Yeah, yes, you did. You paid for more now. Holy crap! You were just throwing shit out there. I'm like, holy crap! You paid for the year. You were definitely happy. You got to hang out. You got to hang out with us later, hopefully. In the scene with the diner when we first meet Alice, when she asked for directions to Camp Crystal Lake, that is almost very much like an American Werewolf in London. I can see that. Yeah, where they walk into a slaughtered lamb and everybody turns like, they have that look. And we were in there tonight. We got a good picture. So if anybody follows me on Facebook, I posted a photo. Did I post a photo of us in there? I made the woman take a picture of us. So you have the door in the background, like where you'd walk in and you'd have the actual countertop, although it's an antique shop now. So we were in that tonight.
I don't know if you posted that one.
I don't think I did. I posted enough though.
Yeah.
I was annoying enough people. Hey, what's up, Pat? Brett, what's up, dude? What's going on, Daniel?
What's going on, Daniel? I'm a lost.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry, guys.
We walked through the center of town where Annie walks through. She walks through it's actually the old waterworks. That's what that building is. That's why there's the bridge right there. So you walk past we walked over the bridge and you walk through where Annie is, and we did all of that still, you and I. So
Amy's cool, or Annie. Sorry, Annie, not Amy.
So,
where am I getting Amy from? I've
a
already.
lot of fun time.
I haven't been drinking that much yet.
Throw it in the chat. You're not subscribed to Horror on Tap. That's Jordan's channel. And he did a lot of footage, so he's going to put a video together on his channel.
He just posted, I believe, his house video, which I haven't checked out yet, but I will since that's one of our faves.
We watched it live together yesterday. Sitting here.
Oh, that sounds romantic. Damn
I'm
it!
going to touch it.
It's romantic.
It was very nice. It was a little sweaty.
Sweaty.
Sweaty. Peach was very sweaty. So let's do this. Let's go through the movies. So tonight we're also gonna. I forgot to tell you. Somebody commented on our stream that we did for the Shining watch along that they liked it. Like, oh, you guys got to do Doctor Sleep next. And I thought, why not? So let's do. We're gonna do Doctor Sleep on Tuesday, so we can do a review of Doctor Sleep tonight. And then I think neighbor Mike came up with this last night on the way back from the bar. He was trying to think of the top 5. And he's like, well, you're gonna go see Friday the 13th stuff. What about top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey? Because we were in New Jersey. And we were going to the Friday 13 locations. I'm like, that's actually a really good idea. So we're doing top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey.
There's that many in New Jersey, huh?
There is. I got my top 5. Did you guys finish your homework?
I did.
Top 5 too?
Oh, from top 5? No.
Bastards.
I suck. I fail.
That's it.
I'll just do a cliff notes really quick.
Get in the back of the room.
I've got time.
Yeah.
Michael Dam says Jordan
time
said,
to
"Look, in the shower with the FBI agent and Jason goes to hell." Doesn't suck.
How'd you know?
What?
Joey was sending pictures to Colin from the Stanley last night. Forgetting it was 4 a.m. I saw some of the pictures. That's awesome that you were there. So that was what event was that? I only caught some of it. I got to go back and check it out. So how far is the Stanley from Mile High? I might have to blow up that Denver Bronco game and go with you to the friggin' Stanley.
You're terrible.
Guys,
Is Joey in there?
she's in the chat.
Hi, Joey.
JG, what's shaking? Missed the first 80 minutes. Thought that this was at 10 for some reason. No, we're always 8 Central, 8 Eastern on Sunday nights.
Yes.
And we just did 10 o'clock for members on Friday because we figured it'd be later and it was going to get raunchy. But let's go through this. So we'll start with my number 12, and then we'll go around the gamut in here, and they can give reasons why if you want. So my number 12, I wrote it all down. I brought up and discussed it. For me, my number 12 at the bottom of the list. I like the film. It's a lot of fun. To me, it's Jason X. It does not feel like there's no atmosphere other than them being in space. There's no camp, which you don't need. There's no barn, which you don't need. But them driving around today and seeing where the original location was and in the woods and everything, that's totally not there. It's like Jason Terminator. But I like the film. I'm not going to argue. It's fun. There's a lot of skin in it. Everything I put on my Christmas list.
Yeah, if we're gonna go around the horse, or if they're, I don't know if Cody and Jordan are gonna go. I'm going with you on the space one as well because there's not really a lot of it's studios, right? It's shot in studio,
not on soundstage. Yeah,
soundstage. Yes.
So there's no atmosphere as far as a typical Friday movie, but it's fun. I do enjoy it. It's a fun watch. Like I said, I don't hate any Friday the 13th movies. It's just some I like more than others, and I'm just ranking them the way I see them.
Just like the Halloween film, same thing.
Exactamundo. What do you? Who wants to go? Who's number 12?
I'm gonna say Jason X as well
Yeah,
because they're not in the camp. They're in the,
not even in the
they're
woods.
Not even on
yeah,
Earth.
They're not on the planet. So,
They're not even on a boat in
And-
Vancouver.
and it's not my least favorite of the franchise, but I mean, for this particular subject, yeah, it's Jason X.
Yeah,
Yep, same here. Jason X, number 12.
across the board. Yeah,
Absolutely.
cigars. Yeah, and if you guys want to throw your number 12 in the chat, what do you think from 12 to 1 has the best like locations for each film, which gives you the vibe? I mean, it gives you that vibe, Jason X, but just not that Friday the 13th, like, isolation in the woods camping thing. Colin says no Crazy Ralph, no Friday the 13th, period. Hey, we saw his location where he goes right, he turns the corner and goes down.
Yep, indeed.
Not a death curse.
I'm gonna do.
Slash
I'm
Effects says, have you guys ever seen the movie Bay of Blood? Yeah, I've seen it, not in a long time. There's a scene which seems to be an inspiration to part 2. Villain kills somebody by jamming a spear through their back. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Are we doing Freddy versus Jason in here?
I put it on the list.
Okay, I just made sure I put it in here. Okay.
Cool mask though. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Uber Jason is a cool concept, but as far as like an atmosphere of like what you would think a Friday movie is, it's just not there. But it's still a lot of fun. Colin says Jason X has to be the last complete pile of steaming dog manure. Nice. I don't quite hate it, but
There's
you were
fun
there
stuff with
That's
8, 10, or X.
That's right. Actually, I might be going back the 30th of May, because while we were there, so those that don't know, when you see Annie walking in the original Friday, and she turns where the blue building is now, that it's like a town concert hall, and Stanley Jordan's playing there. So I might go back for Stanley Jordan. For those that don't know who Stanley Jordan is, he's an incredible guitar player. So he's playing there. I was like, ooh, I might have to go back there for the 30th to watch that. All right,
Doing our homework. Doing your
You're doing their homework right now. See, they're doing it in class.
attaboy.
As long as we get it done on time, it's all good.
That's all.
Vancouver.
So that's number 12. Oh, of course, that's the wrong one. What did I do that for? Dick. Jason X, number 12. So number 11 for me is Jason Takes Manhattan, Part 8.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the atmosphere's not there because it's on a boat. It's it's technically in Manhattan for all of 5 minutes, but it's on the boat and everything. It's just like Speed 2,
It's crazy. The 5 minutes, like the Times Square and stuff, like means a lot to that movie for me, at least.
It does. It gives it vindication that it's actually in Manhattan, supposedly, by them being in Times Square.
Especially when he smashes that boombox. That's pretty funny.
When he lifts his mask, that's fucking classic. But, whoa, no problem, dude.
That Scarefest weekend that probably going to go to when Cody goes, the one guy that gets his head knocked off, the boxer, he's going to be there. I haven't seen him do too many conventions.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he plays Julius.
Yes.
Yeah, BC Dupree.
What about you? What do you say, number 11?
You know what falls into there with me is it's Freddy versus Jason, just because there's not really maybe too much. There's some at the end, but it seems like a lot of it was a soundstage too. Didn't look like a lot of creative settings is all. But I really enjoy that movie a lot. It's just
It's fun.
I didn't get too much out of it.
Yeah. That's it. Like we're just ranking the locations. Doesn't mean we don't like the film. We're just saying what gives you that vibe more than anything. And I'm right there with you, Mike. That's coming up soon. What about you guys? Number 11.
Number 11.
Yeah, I'd say Manhattan again, just because he's in the woods. He's away from Camp Crystal Lake.
He's on the boat.
Again, it's not my least favorite of the franchise, but
Right.
It's got to be Manhattan. At least in Manhattan, he's on Earth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. He's in this atmosphere.
yeah. But yeah, I'd say that's why.
My number 11 is Freddy versus Jason.
There you go. Right in tune with Brady.
I felt like a lot of it felt artificial. Like the lighting felt artificial. They spent too much time in well-lit buildings. The ambiance didn't work for me. They're in the factory there trying to get the hypnosil. They're in the psych ward for so long.
They're
Just
in a
didn't work.
van.
Yeah, in the van, making
Down by
out
the
with
river.
Jason.
Good
Let us
call.
know what you think in chat. What's your number 11 if you're ranking them from 12 to 1? So yeah, I'll go for my number. I'm piggybacking off of you guys because my number 10 is Freddy versus. Is actually I'm going to call it Freddy versus Jordan.
Freddy versus Jordan.
Yeah, because same thing. I mean, it does have a little bit towards the end, but it doesn't feel like there's that atmosphere. You know, you feel in a typical, because you got to remember, you're splitting the movie. It's not a Friday movie, technically. It's not a Lemon Street movie, technically. It's a hybrid. It's like Cody Decker.
Good. I get that. So we're at 10.
Was Jason takes Dorothy Stratton?
I like that. Dorothy Stratton.
I like that. Nice.
Mine's well, Jason's barely in it. Jason goes to hell, really. Only his corpse at the beginning and the end. But the beginning, I will say, the beginning had a real cool setup at the cabin.
Right.
The house, his house at the towards the end a bit. Yeah, but it just wasn't enough for me. Not the diner's pretty cool. I like the stuff in the diner. But see, now I think we're going to start falling into a trap where a lot of these are really good, and it's kind of just what's your preference. Well, even though it always is, but it's
all matter of cases. It's all subjective. There's no right or wrong answers here.
I think most of our bottom ones here will probably be kind of close to one another.
I thought you were a bottom.
Yeah.
So what about you guys?
For this one, I could go Goes to Hell or Freddy versus Jason. I'm gonna go Jason Goes to Hell though, just because you don't get any of the lake, and I love Jason Goes to Hell. I'm in the minority on that. I know people, you're gonna kick. That's fine too. You're gonna kick it around, but I've always loved the movie. But again, for this
Get out.
For the atmosphere here, like, yeah, it's because they changed to New Line. Like, I still enjoy the movie, but it doesn't feel like those earlier ones at all. And you know, then seeing him like his mask uncovered, like, you know, on the dirt at the end. It's like, I mean, where's the lake? So at least Freddy versus Jason took it back to the lake. So I mean, I'm gonna have to put Jason Goes to Hell at this slot.
It was tough at that spot when that movie came out because it was leaving Paramount and going to New Line, and I don't think anybody expected the direction they went in. I think that's why the movie gets a lot of. It wasn't what anybody was expecting at all. Jason's corpse is in it at the beginning and end.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, his brain's a big, or his face looks like a big pimple, or his head, right? Just like a big
I
piece of.
Yeah, it's like a pimple is about to pop.
I love his look in that one.
And he
looks like Pillsbury Doughboy. He looks like me.
Yeah, he looks like George Wilbur Halloween 6, right? You know, George Wilbur Halloween 6 is probably a little bit better than that, right? But
yeah. Lesher says in the both trailers for the original and part 2, they don't show Jason or his mother. It sort of keeps. Well, yeah, that was the good part because they wanted to keep it ambiguous. Because what was funny, the woman that owns the antique shop where the diner was, she was telling us how she had no idea. I said, "Did you know about it before you bought it?" She said, "No." She found out when she saw the Blairstown Inn, the guy that owns it, dresses like Jason all the time and walks around town. And she's like, saw him walking around town, and she's like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" And that's how she found out that what was there. And she said she only watched it not that long ago, right?
Yeah,
for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she scared the shit out of her at the end when he jumps out of the water. So she just found out about it. So another instance where she bought a place and they didn't even say what was filmed there. She didn't know.
yeah.
Well, my number 10.
I guess so. What is it?
You'll allow it?
Well, maybe.
My number 10 is Jason Takes Manhattan. Again, it's too much time spent on that damn ship. It just didn't work. No. You're also not in Manhattan, like, at all. You should have been Jason Takes a Ferry.
He takes a boat ride.
Yeah. You're like a dog sticking his head out the window, wagging his tail, wagging his tongue. Too much boat time.
Jason Takes a Ferry could have been an entirely different film.
Yeah, that was the Ron Jeremy film.
That was Michael says, "I haven't seen the movies enough to rank them. I suck as a fan." No, that's all right. Just go back and watch them. Hey, enjoy. Just hang out. We're bound to make fools of ourselves tonight. Jason 5 should be everyone's favorite setting for all the movies. There's Cody Decker at it again.
All right, I got to change mine real quick on account of that.
Uh-oh.
I know what you're talking about, Jordan.
He's typing. All right, so number 9. You guys already mentioned it. I'm going to put it here. Jason Goes to Hell. It does have a little bit of the atmosphere in the beginning. Then you do have the diner scene, so it does make it feel somewhat like a small town setting. So that's why, it is where it is.
It is, yeah.
I can see that because it does give you a little bit of that atmosphere.
My next, this is where, Chase. See, I guess mine. That's the lowest. Is Jason Takes Manhattan. I like some of the setting of the stuff in the boat, but obviously it's probably a lot of it's soundstage stuff. But some of the killings, it's just a different setting for him. I kind of like why people probably get a kick out of Jason in space, right? It sucks that the Manhattan stuff's barely in there, but I the stuff I did see, I enjoyed. It's almost becoming a guilty pleasure. Some spots, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, it is a guilty pleasure for me. Every time it's on, I'll watch it because it's fun.
I love the one sheets. You and I've talked about that, Pat. That might be one of my favorite posters of the series. Both of them, the I Love New York one and the one over the city. Yeah, Jason Takes Manhattan. That's the next one. What is this, number 9, right?
That's number
Did 9. I hear a 9er in there?
Is there a 9er in there? Yeah. What about you, Cody? Number 9.
For number 9, I'm going to go Freddy versus Jason. Again, they had switched to new lines.
He's copying my homework.
The atmosphere's going to feel like differently, but they also go back in the memories and stuff. They go back to the camp. You get the kids, you go back into his personal history, and they actually physically take him back to the camp to fight Freddy. So, and you get hints of the music, from both franchises. You get the music in there for both. So yeah, it's got the Friday formula in there. So,
sorry, I'm bringing up Davy's stream on this side to see who's cheating on us. It's like a berate them later. I like going back and seeing the older movies and seeing stars. But yeah, Michael. I love that. I love when you see somebody like, holy shit, I didn't realize this person was in that. Absolutely, you do love that. I love that.
But I will give credit. I know Cody and I have talked about this before, Pat. Cody goes back and forth though because he tries to be fair, right, Cody? You've said that to me. You don't stay on just one channel.
Oh yeah, in between, back and forth, back and forth.
If you're on at the same time, at least I remember you and I talking about that once.
Yeah, I'll spend 10, 20 minutes here, 10, 20 minutes there.
Yeah.
So Jamie Hart's over there and Lito. All right, so they're in the shit list. Who else?
Lito?
Yeah.
Lito?
He's off he's off the Christmas card list.
Fuck it. If I'm loud on my mic, I'm sorry. I'm Lito?
He sounds like he's about to pull Kirk. Come on,
Kelly Hugh. Yes, that was the best. I love
that one because that one just
Lito.
But I can't say anything to Lito. Lito will get very he'll get sensitive. I can't do that. Never mind. Lito, I love you. Go Cubs. They won today. We'll just stay with that.
Let's see who's fucking cheating on us, those bastards. Jason's resurrection was an homage to Freddy's resurrection in the Dream Master. Was it really? See, I know the Friday the 13th franchise, but I would be the furthest person to say I know it well. I mean, I know Halloween, obviously, like the back of my hand, and probably next Friday the 13th, but I don't know every little nuance.
Bet I should go, Lito, why is your wife in our chat, but you're on another one?
He knows how to stir that pot.
She knows we're cooler.
Yeah, I have that problem if you haven't figured that out, Cody.
I didn't know you could hear that.
Colin says number 9 for him. Jason goes to bed for him. Nice.
Okay, I get that. That was my last 2 nights.
That was him. Freddie bailed out on us. He's 0-2.
It's a piece.
Also seen Erin Gray in Jason Goes to Hell was a surprise for me since I knew her from Silver Spoons. That's right, from Silver Spoons.
And Wilma from Buck Rogers.
Yeah, that's right. Buck Rogers.
Bitty.
Where are we at now? Are we at number? We're at number 9 or 8, right?
Did you say 9? No, we're at number 8. So for me,
Jordan's got to do his 9.
Yeah,
he didn't do it.
I've been forgotten about already.
I keep forgetting about him because he keeps touching my ass. He's not there.
He's about to run a Davey channel.
We're gonna have to switch spots, so I
He's
can't stop.
We should put like a little hand raiser thing, like at the Brazilian steakhouse.
Give you this. He just raise his hand.
Yes.
Perfect. The back scratcher. Yes.
Holy shit! Where'd that come from?
No, that's an ass scratcher.
Yeah, it might smell like butt. No, I usually I just
Scratch.
I just scratch my back with it. I admit it.
So my number 9
Your number 9
is Jason Goes to Hell. I actually really liked the beginning. It gave me the feeling like we were going to get a really great film where it was out in the woods and it was isolated, kind of like how I felt when I came to Pat's house. I really felt like that's where I was headed, to that cabin, and then I was going to be killed, which there's still time.
He had all his affairs settled before he left. He's like, if I don't come back, I love you all.
Somebody take care of the grass. Somebody just
after that opening scene, it kind of tapered off, but the opening scene was great.
Wasn't it cool? Like the chick from Roadhouse as a brunette. Yeah. And by the way,
What?
Cody, we're gonna go talk to David Arquette together at Scarefest. Did you see that?
Yeah, I told him I talked to him at 23. I told him how much I loved Ready to Rumble.
When is Scarefest now?
October
October
17th, 19th, I believe. This year.
Oh, I was gonna say shit. I figured
Oh, should be pretty good.
I'd figure a way to surprise you guys, but that's when I'll be in Denver.
Where are you gonna come down this year?
That's what I'm hoping for. I wonder, when was that Chiller Theater thing I sent you, Pat? Don't tell me that was the same weekend. Probably
It's right around that. It's in October. I saw that. I was like, oh, everything's in October. What the fuck?
I think Colin's gonna be at
Because the weekend before I go to Denver is Carpenter Live, so I'll be in Queens for the weekend with Lurch.
The VIP's already sold out too, Cody. I was like, what the fuck? They're already
I didn't get one either. I just got a weekend pass for now. But you know, it's funny because I found out like it's been like that past it was like that last year and it's supposed to be like that this year. Scarefest is the same weekend as For the Love of Horror, and Colin, I'm pretty sure is going to be at that in Manchester. So
wow.
They're
So
on the
whoever's
same-
not at Scarefest goes to For Love of the Horror then.
pretty much.
I'm going to get the membership because I'm going to reward somebody for watching our stream and not Davies. Hold on. Let's see who gets the membership. And let's see who got it. Let's see.
Petty pass.
And the winner is I can't even pronounce that. What the fuck is that? Can you pronounce that?
I can't see that.
There's a lot of consonants and not enough vowels.
Qvent versus Maximus.
Quintus Maximus.
Quintus Maximus.
Welcome to the Cave Dwellers. And then if we butchered your name, I apologize. Holy crap, Ola. Well, welcome.
Can you say that?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun just adding that to the title card now. That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be one of my
It's
favorite
going to crash your computer.
hat moments.
Seriously, I think you just gave me a virus.
Can you say that? I can't even see that.
Damn. Cody Lito's ruined my weekend. Maybe when Davey starts addressing, he'll join the chat.
That's next. Coming up next.
All right, so
Okay.
so
You can
So
hop into Davey's chat and try to poach some of his viewers. Bring them over here.
the fuck you guys doing here? Go over here. So we're at number 8 now.
This guy's so asleep.
Number 8 for me is, as much as I love this film, we're just getting to the point now where obviously these are the ones we really have good atmosphere because, and this film is our guilty pleasure, and I love it. A New Beginning, part 5. Number 8. Come on, Brady.
Mine is part 7. Oh, there's only so much that Terry Kaiser could do. That car, motherfucker. Yeah, part 5. There's not too much with that one. You're right. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, part 7. I guess there's some lake stuff. It just didn't do it for me. There's other things about that movie I really like. It's just the setting's not one of them. That was for me as much. But it's still good. Start the car, motherfucker. Rat 10.
And when did you screamed Lana the other day? What was that about? You're like, Lana!
We just pulled into that brewery.
Right, little brewery.
Oh, was there a Lana there? Is that why?
I don't know what her name was, but she just responded to Lana.
It was better than responding to Leanna. Just
a nice can.
Liana.
We saw a lot of nice cans this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Colin's number 8 is part 7. Yeah, just like you. Just like Brad. What about you, Cody?
For this one, probably gonna say 2009.
car, motherfucker.
It's 2009 is probably my least favorite of the franchise, but I still enjoy it. It's great. I love all of them, but I don't know. They got the lake and they got the history, the backstory there, and everything, which I didn't need to know again. But it's a mix of like the first four. But I mean, it's good, and I like the atmosphere, but it just doesn't feel like. I mean, it's not going to though. It's at the disadvantage for me because when it came out, so it's like, I guess it's so Abercrombie-ish.
I like that.
But it's like that kind of deters it for me. I guess that's why the time period. That's not. I mean, it's a little unfair, but it's just the vibes. The atmosphere is a little off for me.
Is Davey not on?
It kind of goes, but it gets the formula of a Friday the 13th right. It's just like certain ingredients go off. So
you're a Davey member, aren't you?
Who?
Brett, you remember
it's members only. Shit.
Members only stream. Yeah.
Okay, I have it on the wrong one.
What about you, Jordan?
I had the same as you, Pat. I had part 5, A New Beginning. I think we're starting to get into a little bit better territory. That movie really, it was pretty dark. It had a real dark ambiance to it, and the way that the different settings kind of flowed from one area to another. What the hell do you call it? Where the home with all the where Joey gets chopped up and all that.
Delinquents.
Yeah. Was actually kind of neat. I liked it. I thought it was kind of cool, especially once it got dark, and then you have that moment where the kid comes busting out through the garage in the tractor. It was like the beginning of Simon and Simon. It always reminded me of that.
Simon.
Wow. Yeah, there's a blast in the past right there, right?
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, part 5. What I like about part 5 is I like part 5. How people like, it doesn't feel like because it's fake Jason. I said, but it's a callback to the original. Big time callback to the original because it's a revenge film. But instead of being a mother's revenge, it's a father's revenge. I said, who done it? There you go.
Fucking show was great.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Oh, crap.
You had Major Dad and the Prince of Darkness guy as the partners, right?
Yes. Voorhees House in the remake, the Underground kind of Labyrinth. I think Derek. Yeah, I love part 9. Part 9, by the 2009 remake. I love that remake. I think it's great, and it's nice to starting to see its due.
Dude,
Derek Mears was amazing fucking Jason. He really was.
That guy from Prince of Darkness had a body. Remember that?
Oh, he's with the mustache?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gotta stop talking about it.
He was like a poor man's what was his name? The guy, the Beastmaster guy.
Yeah, Mark Singer.
Mark Singer, the guy from V.
Yeah. From V.
Which Mark Singer's kind of a poor man's Kevin Bacon, with more muscles.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
That's
stuck in your head, isn't it?
Damn right. Did you just go, Pat? I'm sorry. I got Simon and Simon stuck in my head.
Yeah, we all went. We all did our number 8. That was good. So now we got to do our number 7.
There you go, Pat. See, that's where.
Speaking of the remake, my number 7 is the 2009 remake because I think it does have a lot of good atmosphere. It's got that. It's all the remakes in that era were like grindhouse film. They seem gritty and dirty, especially the way they were filmed.
Yeah.
And that's when it seems gritty and dirty, but you have that camp feeling because it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And I love him as. I would prefer if they just kept the sack on his head the whole fucking time. I don't think we needed the damn mask. I love that. So for me, that is my number 7 because it does have that atmosphere because it is there. It's in the woods. It's got perfect nipple placement. I mean, granted, it's not at a camp. It's at a private house, but it's on a lake. And that lake shot
on the lake, dude. There's some, yeah.
The lake shot alone when he's on the boat and he gets the arrow right through the fucking head. That's gold.
And we have some tents. Have some tents.
Yeah, there's right. There's a lot of screwing.
You know, noticing after we're all 4 of us have been going through this, we're all within a couple movies of each other. There hasn't been like one like way far out there yet.
I haven't had a curveball, like a real curveball yet. So we'll see how that works out.
Number 7, this is where part 5 falls into me. It falls
nice.
Right for me, but but there's a lot of things in part 5 that we all enjoy, and we don't have to go down that banter. But yeah, there isn't really too much, right? Like the house, right? The barn, right? And obviously there's some screwing in the forest. I guess, it's no really any lake, right? No.
A lot of titties.
Well, probably my set of my almost favorite boobs of
Deborah
all time.
Voorhees.
Oh yeah, boobs.
Some of the
Just
best.
the whole body, everything about her, and
Stupendous.
yes.
So yeah, number 7 is The New Beginning, Part 5. Yes.
Alan says the cast in 2009 is awesome. That burning alive of the girl in the sleeping bag is brutal. Don't care for any of the characters yet. They were all fodder. Pretty much all are. But yeah, the machete in the head was good when he runs at him and just puts his foot on his shoulder to get the machete out of his head.
Oh, Derek Mears is a great Jason.
That was awesome. Slasher Fred says Jason Takes Manhattan has some comedic moment like the scene at the dinner when Ronnie says there's a maniac chasing us and the waitress says welcome to New York. Right.
That was the director's sister.
All right. So what about you?
You're obsessed with this franchise. For 7, I'm gonna, and this is one of my 5 favorites in the franchise, but I'm gonna go probably New Blood, because that's where they kind of begin. To me, they kind of begin to feel more like, I guess you could say Jason Lives as MTV, but 7 felt like that's where they get kind of, which I love it. But it gets like hair metal vibe-ish, so it doesn't feel like the same as those earlier ones. But I mean, the formula is the same, but they don't focus as much on Jason. But I mean, because they got to build up Tina. But the locations and everything, the locations, the actual scenery looks different from the earlier ones. So
it does. It's not the
they shot
it.
Yes. Perfect.
Patrick, come out and play.
Gonna be later tonight.
Well, my
Jordan, you have the conch.
I have the
Yes,
floor.
you have the conch.
My number 7 is also part 7, The New Blood.
Dual
Much like
whammy
me.
back there, guys.
Yeah, we're on the same page, I think, on a few of these. But yeah, that one again, it had a lot of dark moments. I thought a lot of kind of cheesy moments, but that's more having to do with the plot, not so much the setting. But the setting and the feel of it, the ambiance, yeah, I think that was a good number 7 for me.
What do you guys think of the dad popping out at the end? That's a little fucked up, right?
He should have been buried up.
I mean, come on. Why is the guy? He's not part of.
His skin looked better than mine.
Yeah, like you've been down there for like 4 minutes.
Yeah,
that was wrinkly or anything.
That was reaching. I don't understand that at all.
Could have looked like he had some maggots on him or something.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck was that all about? I have no idea. That was them reaching for an ending scare, which they should have come up with something else.
They wanted that jump scare.
And it was stupid. Yeah. Stupid. All right, so number.
I'm done talking here on Davies' thing.
Number 6. Oh, you berating him as Cody or as Brett?
He's 2-timing.
I am 2-timing. I'm double dipping. Is that what they call that, Cody? Right, bud?
You should call it a double decker.
A double decker.
Yeah.
A double dicker.
Yeah, he's been here all week. Thankfully, we haven't had an upper decker.
Hey, let's not forget who Cody Decker's adopted parents are, and they're behind you, Pat.
Upper
Your
decker.
bathroom.
Upper decker.
Have you talked to your son yet?
No, he hasn't complained yet, but he's also used to that.
God, that was such a night when we created that. And I inadvertently created that name because of you two.
All right, so my number 6. Excuse me. This is where Friday 5 lands for me because it does have an atmosphere. It does feel like you're in the woods. You're isolated. There's the sex scene, which is in the woods. You got
don't fuck in the woods, right?
Ethel in the woods with Junior, you fucking dildo, and then you get the greasers that come from the past and just appear, and they're in the woods, and you wonder why they're there. So this isn't remember what that caused. It's not the 50s. Start the car, motherfucker. But that whole atmosphere, and then they go right to the diner, which also feels like the diner from the original. There's a lot of parallels to the original in that, which I love. So for me, yeah, part 5.
Part 5.
Part 5.
Whenever we watched that last time, Pat, when did we watch that? A couple months ago?
Yeah.
For the
I love
40th,
it.
right?
Yep.
So I kept on saying that, and then of course Lisa's like, "Why do you keep on saying that?" So I showed her that like 5 minutes. She's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Anyway, so that was your number 6, right? We're at number 6.
Jordan. It's going to Upper Decker as soon as we're done here.
That's
okay. It's Terrence's bathroom.
It's Terrence's bathroom.
Actually, leave it for my daughter. Hopefully, be back tomorrow. My daughter's been away all weekend.
The bathroom stinks, and I don't know where it's coming from.
She hasn't experienced any of this because she's been away all weekend.
So number 6 we're at, right?
We're at number 6.
2009. This is where 2009 falls in for me. There's a lot of stuff in there. The tent, the lake. I think this one's they do pretty well with this. That house is pretty damn nice though in it. I'll say that. But
oh yeah,
it's an homage to a little bit of everything from the previous movies. I feel, and it is a good movie. I don't think I think a lot of people give it shit. I enjoy it. It's not perfect, of course, which Friday the 13th is. So
part 2.
Oh, you got bottles here, too, Pat. You get to do it too. Oh no, I dropped it. It's empty. Thank God.
Yep. I can do it.
Yeah, the fingers.
I'm almost to the first
My
bottle.
ears just recovered from your freaking concert.
Yeah, he was actually starting to hear again after last night from listening to the band as loud as possible play at the bar.
You know, I was going to tell you, I saw, you know, who was in town, and I know it's not really the same band as much anymore. AC/DC was at Soldier Field last night. A whole bunch of people in the neighborhood were going.
They're going to be playing, I'm sure they're playing MetLife Stadium. I should look into that.
Yeah, if they're here, either you already got it or it's coming up, right? It's got to be.
Yeah, I have to look it up and see because I've yet to catch them. It's one of the bands that has eluded me. I've never seen, so now's the time to do it because who knows if they're going to do it again. Colin says number 7 for him is part 6. Even though it's set in a camp, the movie overall is starting to move away from the vibe and atmosphere of the original 5 movies. MTV, Jason, as they say, still a great movie though. I can see that. Yeah. Like anything from here down is not really that bad.
Right. Absolutely. I think probably what 2/3 of the list. I probably agree with that. Wouldn't you say, Pat?
Yeah, it's just a matter of taste. You know what you prefer more. So yeah. So what was number 6?
6 for me. I'm gonna go with Pat. Say 5. New Beginning. Again, this is one of my top 5 favorites. But I don't know, obviously in story they're out at Camp Crystal Lake, but they're still in the woods. But they're just I don't know. It's just that and the corporation. Like Ethel's hilarious. But her and Junior being involved, it's like, what is this? And
you're big dildo.
Yeah, you're not a camp. It's Jason's background. It's just
dumb dildo.
And you know, I get what it's still got that Friday the 13th earlier, like the Paramount Friday like vibe and atmosphere, but just certain things kind of take away from it. But
thank you, Leanna. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't hit the like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And if you're not subscribed, seriously, what's the fucking wrong with you?
But I just obviously the setting they use in 5 is not the same as like I said, like the other ones, so it didn't evolve into that over time. So
it's not that much fun.
Yeah. Jordan,
I think Cody Deckard forgot a word there.
I'm waiting for Cody Decker to figure out the way to do a live stream.
Yeah, it would probably be under a mask, right? Because we
with a voiceover.
That'd be fun.
With the voiceover and a TriStar Picture shirt. Yeah, it would have to be. Or we got to figure out. I got to figure. He's got to have some sort of Cody Decker attire. Maybe a plain white shirt. I don't know. Trying to think here.
I'll have to work on it. What about you?
Cody Snyder Decker.
The 2009 remake. That's my number 6. I felt the feel of the movie was actually done really well. Pretty dark, pretty graphic. Like you said, Brett, I think you said that the house looked really cool that they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Real nice house. Even the opening sequence when they're at or just outside of Camp Crystal Lake, that whole thing was really well done. Just being back out in the woods and kind of a camp setting, I thought that was really cool. Yeah, so we're getting into better territory here.
What's the one? Is it in like the garage, or is that like in his barn, or is it where Jason kind of transforms a little bit? That's a pretty cool setting in that film too. Is it when he changes over to the hockey mask? I think is that when he does that.
It's
back?
That barn.
Say that tool shed or barn, whatever. He was going to get the tools to fix the shit he broke.
Oh yeah, he was going in there. He was stealing the kerosene, which the that guy alludes to earlier on when Clay shows up. He says something along the lines of, somebody's been stealing Mr. So-and-so's fucking kerosene.
Right.
But then later on, there is a deleted scene where Jason is stealing the kerosene. So he's using that to, heat his lair or probably run a generator to keep the lights on when he needs them on.
Yeah. He moves pretty fast in that film, too. He's not a slow guy.
He's fast in that, yeah. We got Colin singing, Rat-a-tat-a-tooey, start the car. Rat-a-tat-a-tooey, start the car, motherfucker. And not like two guys, what's the first thing they do when the car pulls over? He's like, oh, I'm going to shit in the woods. God bless.
You imagine if those two guys met the two Halloween 5 cops in a film? That would have been something. Can you imagine? The conversation, the brain cells would be gone.
I had something.
What do you got? What's up?
I forgot to. I talked New Blood earlier in my 7th spot. Also, the lights in the woods at night, like the moon wouldn't illuminate the woods. I love 7 even more than 1 and 2, but 1 and 2 kept it dark in the woods, and so did Final Chapter. But New Blood, the woods are a little too lit up, so I wanted to throw that in there on the setting. So.
I like that. Matt, we got to write this down. We need to do which horror characters would we love to see meet other horror movie characters in a movie. Come on, imagine Bernie character meeting Dr. Loomis. That would be something, right?
Don't waste it. Shh.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. Come on,
after party. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, characters.
Hit that yellow button on your roadcaster there.
You imagine all the characters that we could have fun meeting with each other? Oh boy.
Is the yellow one the beep? The censor button?
Is it this one? No, that's the one.
Pet halted that.
I mean, this is.
See, guys.
Yours. Damn it. Set up different.
Hey, everybody out there, how are you? Hi, I can't do an English accent.
Wait, this is a TSL. This is not my beautiful podcast. This is not my beautiful house.
So, Pat, that could be we could.
I like that. It's really good. We got a lot of fun with that.
See, that's what's good about doing these things. You start thinking of that shit as we're talking. It's good stuff, man.
You'd better invite me on for that one.
That's a good one.
I haven't had a good one in a while.
Exactly, Kelly. I want to know what did he wipe his ass with? He went in the woods. I gotta go take a shit. I mean, how many times? I pull over the side of the road to take a piss, but I've never been like, all right, I'm going to take a shit. Let's go in the woods to take a shit.
Hey, honey, got a sister?
I have.
John says, I believe the Meatballs movie set of Camp White Pine or White Star is still a working semi-final camp. Yeah, it was Camp North Star. It was Camp North Star. Is that anywhere near you, John? I'd love to go visit that camp. I'm a big Meatballs fan. I love Meatballs. We got to do that. Especially, we should really put that on the calendar soon because it's a good summertime movie.
I can't wait, Pat, till we go visit Lake Chickamaucomico.
No, Port of Florida. I want to meet the man who met Andy Griffith.
Dumpwater, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Or where did they go in? Where did they go in Wisconsin to the
Wanker County?
What's Conomowoc to go to the place to find the bras for Peg? Remember when her bra goes it goes discontinued?
Continued. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey Matthew, what's up? Sorry late to the stream. Just got home from night fishing. What'd you catch? Anything good? Let me know.
Do you remember when that girl comes out and asks Al, do you think my boyfriend will like this? Or do you think it would be better without the bra like this? And he passes out on the ground. He's smiling, passed out.
I can make it into. I'll make it into a clip. The two of them dancing behind me with the. I'll have to send it to Darren and Frank. Spontaneous dancing.
The TSL dance, yeah. Dun, dun.
All right, that's enough of that. Caught a few catfish and some bass. Awesome, nice. Good. Them's good eats. You guys catch and release? Or you actually eat it? So that's good. I love catfish and I love bass. Don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but there was an underrated horror movie in the 90s called Wicked Stepmother. I know the movie, but I've never seen it slasher. But Betty Davis was in it? Wow, I don't remember that. I didn't remember seeing the movie somewhere,
No.
but I saw it. And when she first introduced, she's wearing a hockey mask. Really? All right, then I never knew that. I know I've seen the movie before. I've not seen the movie, but I've seen like a poster or an advertisement for it. Wicked.
Can you imagine that? Betty Davies' eyes behind the hockey
Behind the mask? Right, I know, right? Holy shit. I never knew that. Copyright. How much the TSL later TSL slapped you with a copyright strike?
He wouldn't dare, would he?
It was Camp White Pine in Halifax. Oh, so that's the name of the camp. Okay, I gotcha. Raised by a tornado in the early 90s, an expensive place to go to in the 80s. So it was ruined by a tornado. So did they do anything, or is it just empty? It's just
tornadoes in Canada. That's bad luck.
So that's just nothing. So there's nothing on the
Ontario,
site. It's not a camp anymore. Oh man, that would suck. Because
I mean, a waste hole now.
Short Clark's a big meatballs guy, so I'm surprised. Maybe that's why he's never done that. I know he's a big meatballs guy. He's a big Chris Makepeace guy. That's his white whale.
I know Pat's not big on it, but I love Meatballs Part 2.
I don't hate it.
It's not bad.
It's fun to watch because I basically love Richard Mulligan.
I had a big crush on Kim Richards because of that movie when I was a kid.
It's fun, but it's so goofy compared to what the first one was.
Yeah, I didn't see the second one or the first one until I was in, I don't know, around 15 or 16.
All right, so where are we now?
I don't know.
Number 5. That's why I keep crossing them out so I forget. Yeah. So for me, my number 5, this is where Friday Part 6 lands.
No kidding.
Because it's at a camp. You feel that atmosphere. You know, this is the first one. That's actually the only one. It's the only one that actually has camp kids in it, correct? There's no other one that actually has. Every other one is like prepping the camp,
you don't count like,
or the training, or count what?
Well, if you don't count like the first one, the very first movie, and like the flashbacks, and
I mean, yeah,
Freddy versus Jason.
Oh yeah.
If you don't count those,
yeah.
But they were still just
actually,
counselors. They were kids in the original.
This is where they were actually kids.
The kids were asleep in the first movie too, because she goes.
Is that what it was?
She opens up going through the cabin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't let go! Don't let go! Don't let go! Don't let go!
I felt like such an ass. I'm like, okay, Darren, I should know where that's from. What's that from? He's like, you don't know what that's from? I was like, Creep Show. I was like, oh, sorry.
You know that was a.
No, it was one of the. It was on the tip of my tongue, and I couldn't figure it out. So he told me. I was like, damn. So did you just go? I'm sorry, I was looking for that.
Yeah, no, my number 5 is Friday Part 6. Colin says, is that your number 6, Colin? There's also a Looney Tunes cartoon called Box Office Bunny that had a scene at the end where Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck find themselves in a sort of Friday 13th type movie. I never saw that one either. I watched a lot of Bugs Bunny and a lot of
that.
Daffy
Sounds
Duck.
awesome.
I got to see that.
Don't let go.
Don't let go. So what is your number 5?
My number 5. This part 3 for me, and it's tough. It starts getting here at the end.
Right. It's tough.
There's stuff. There's a lake. There's a badass house in that. There was a barn.
Is there?
What's up?
I'll come back to that, Brett, when it's my turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're devastated?
No. You said there's a lake, and I'm just like, is there?
Oh yeah, it's all in the mind, right? Okay, I got you.
We'll see when I get to mine.
With that crazy ass concerned Jason without his mask. Not the jaw one. He just looks so concerned. Remember when he's without his mask trying to get her on the boat?
Let me help you.
You're so worried. Why are you so worried? Yeah, but part 3 though for me. Yeah, it's so hard when he gets to these top 5 here.
Right, exactly. You have to have their own spot. So what do you say, Cody?
But 3. Because and this is again after 4 and 6, 3, 5, and 7 are my favorites. But 3, it still feels it's got that overall atmosphere of Friday the 13th, the first 2, but that's not that lake. That's not a lake. You just said there's a lake. There's not a lake, Brett. There's a pond.
Yeah,
it's a big gaping problem for me, and it looks so swampy.
It looks like Pat's pool, right? Minus the. I'm sure your pool's much better.
I haven't looked at the pool yet.
No, it's got a little bit of green tint because I can't get the pH up because it keeps fucking raining.
But that's
pH, yeah.
That is a
Keep
pond.
screwing it up.
I grew up in the middle of nowhere in the backwoods of Kentucky, so like I know. Like that's a pond. But yeah, other than that, the other locations in 3 are great.
Part
Yeah.
5 is
I don't see how there's a biker gang out there, but
yeah, I heard that. I think Sean Clark
Ellie.
mentioned that
Just
too.
passing through. It's a good point.
maybe
Yeah, what the hell were they doing there?
Weekend Warriors.
We're going camping,
Hold on,
guys.
Lisa's asking me something.
Thanks.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know he wants nothing to do with his film career. Like Sean's been trying to get him to conventions and do any. He wants no part of it.
Oh, Chris Makepeace.
Chris
from
Makepeace
Meatballs.
wants no part of it.
Big piece, not war.
He can make so much money too, like between Meatballs and My Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Only the first part I watched. Okay. Sorry about that. My sister-in-law wanted to know if I finished up that Pee Wee Herman special. It's 2 parts. Each part's like an hour and 50 minutes long.
You have
That
to check it
question
out.
couldn't have waited.
What's it on? What's it on? Anyway.
HBO Max. Yeah.
God.
She's
And
picking up.
Cody's like-
My sister-in-law, they live in the neighborhood here, and my her son, my nephew, was playing with my kids, so that's why she's over.
You should turn around and said, Cody said, what the fuck?
No, we don't. With my luck, they're probably stalking me on this thing. I don't know. Just kidding.
Paula Fitzhenry, what's up? I haven't seen you in a bit. What's shaking?
Hi, Paula.
Jordan's number 5.
Jordan, what's your number 5?
Yeah, don't forget about me again. My 5 is also part 3. And I agree with Cody. That's not a lake. It's a pond, maybe a swamp, maybe a puddle in your backyard like we've all had probably in all of our backyards lately because it won't stop freaking raining.
Seriously.
And it's not real, as far as we know.
It's not there anymore.
If you're gonna ship
It's
the
absolutely
woods, that's the
gone. It
place to
dried
go.
right up. It was probably only about 4 inches deep to begin with.
Yeah.
Well, that and what? The house burned down, right, Pat? They're rebuilding it, or was it the barn? I forget.
No, yeah, actually, who said it? Oracle 684 said it. Sean mentioned it too, that they're whoever's doing it is rebuilding it exactly the same.
That'd be cool.
Because they're smart. It could be a
Oh
tourist
yeah,
site.
yeah.
They
They're
can
gonna
make fucking money
monetize
off
on
it.
that for sure.
Why wouldn't
Can
you
I
do
have
it?
the wallet back, please? Right? Is that what she says?
Ma'am. Remember she said, ma'am.
Ma'am. Yeah.
Is this your rubber? Yeah, it is my rubber, bitch. I wish I would have said.
Where did we were talking about that girl that gets the wallet back?
What
What other movie did we see that girl in? We were talking about it. That gets the dart through her face there. I guess I'm gonna have to go back. Maybe somebody in the chat.
Yeah, we just saw something. Didn't we just see something with her recently?
We're like, oh, that's her.
We're like, holy shit, it was her.
Yeah, I've never seen her. In anything, so.
She was in Weekend at Bernie's?
I've seen that.
That's the girl that sleeps with Bernie. She's a
That's
Vito's girlfriend.
Right.
I have a great uncle.
Look at
that looks
Oracle
exactly
684
like Bernie
coming
Lomax.
out. Look at that. Right at the dugout. Got it right.
Thank you, Oracle. Oh man.
Look at that.
I gotta
Matthew
watch
says
that one.
number 5 is part 7. Love the
Did everything
location.
go okay up there? Never been better. He's dead.
So, oh, well, yeah, of course it's out. So everybody did there at number 5. So number 4 for me is number 4, Friday 4. It's obviously it's not Camp Crystal Lake, but there's a lake there. It gives you that vibe. They're not camping. They're staying in a house, but it's sort of like they're on an excursion. There's a bit of skin. I mean, you have a dead fuck, so it's always fun to have a dead fuck.
That's me.
Right there. So it does have that atmosphere. It does feel like you're in the woods. You know, you're not at the camp, but I am like, come on, everybody loves part 4. So
I hate ripping on Harold from part 3 too, right? Harold's great. We love Harold.
charter member of No Man.
Publicist in house.
It's a fly eggs. Yeah.
I'm with you, Pat. Part 4 is number 4 as well. So it's a matching one. It is my favorite movie of the series, but its settings are good, but it's just it doesn't give you the full Friday 13th vibe. You don't have the camp. You don't.
Right.
You do have lakes. You do have houses, right? You do have the typical stuff. Teenagers are not really teenagers. They seem to be a little bit older than teenagers, but yeah.
No thoughts on the film. I love Little Darlings. It's funny that Sean Clark did that. The filming locations of Little Darlings. I love Little Darlings.
Because they determined part of that was from part 6, remember? And Fear Street.
Yep. I love that movie because it just, I mean, I'm from that. I mean, so are you, John. I'm from that era where everybody had a crush on Christy McNichol and Tatum O'Neal because Tatum O'Neal was hysterical in Bad News Bears. She was funny as hell.
Now, I
love that movie.
I didn't get to watch that Prom Queen movie, but it sounds like it's pretty bad from what people are saying. So we'll see.
I didn't see it.
You guys haven't had time.
Yeah, we've been too busy
I think
drinking get naked.
I think the last thing you guys are going to be doing is watching a movie together. But you guys will all fall asleep.
We'll be partying hard tonight. Tonight's the last hurrah.
Cody, what are you doing back there? What are you doing?
So
I was straightening up these horror movie podcast cards.
number 4. What you guys? What do you say?
I'm marking off my last. Oh,
Number 4.
did Brady go?
Yes, he did. He said number 4.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 2.
2. Really?
Yeah.
Leave. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna say
Get
2.
the fuck.
Just because I can't
Get out.
I can't put anything ahead of 4 and 6 on anything in any department when it comes to this franchise. But 2 obviously continued from 1. They set it up with the campground, the lighting in the woods at night, the layout of the lake, all of that is just spot on. So these first 4 slots, I mean, 1 through 4, they're not going, well, it's not 1 through 4, it's 1, 2, 4, and 6, but yeah, it sums up everything. Friday 13, it's got the Friday 13th vibe down, but it's usually 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are actually in the middle of my list of favorites, just because I find them. I don't know. They don't keep. I don't know. There's not as much fun as like those other 5 entries I mentioned earlier.
I'm with you a lot, Cody. With 4 and 6, they're so hard. Those are my top 2,
Yes.
of favorites of the series, and it's just hard to really pick them on a lot of stuff. But in this category, I think there's significant reasons too. So,
but the setting in this may surpass 4 and 6 depending on how you look at it. And that's fine. But yeah, that's where I gotta put it.
Sorry, I'm just looking something up.
Filming locations for See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
No, he's mentioned Ryan O'Neal, but I forgot that Ryan O'Neal died. I forgot he died. I completely forgot that he died.
We were going to watch that the other night. We wanted to have it on. What's Up, Doc? You ever seen that with her and Barbara Streisand? Him and Barbara Streisand? That's a good film.
Yeah, I can tolerate Barbara Streisand in some movies. Other than that, she's annoying. She was good. She was good in Meet the Parents.
Meet the Fockers, yeah.
Yeah, Meet the Fockers. Yeah, she was good. Now I'll give her that.
With the guy from Ash vs. Evil Dead, looks like Ben Stiller's kid.
Right, her was the father. Exactly. I got that. Yep. Part number 3 for Colin is part 4. Yeah.
Okay.
You want my number 4 yet?
Guess so. Fucking do it.
George's like, are you going to remember me?
I'm gone.
Fucking die, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
I've had it.
I'm out.
Yeah, my number 4 is also part 4. So Cody's the odd man out on this one. 4 had a pretty good feel to it. The house and everything was really cool. I got to learn it a little bit more, like the layout of the actual the house where the Jarvises lived, that whole area, through the Friday the 13th video game. Like I never actually played it, but I watched some videos on it, and they mapped it out like pretty much exactly how it would have been. Of course, it's not all a real place. It's it's movie magic. Part of it is real, part of it's here, part of it's there, part of it's on a set, part of it's across town or in a different town altogether. But the way they mapped it out made it look really cool on the video game. So you get a feel of what it actually would look like if you were there. And going back to that and then go back and watching the movie, I think you get a better feel as to what the characters are supposed to see. Because when you're watching it, you don't necessarily know that if somebody walks into the screen from the left and goes out to the right and then it cuts, and they could be somewhere completely different. But in the movie, it looks like they're just right across the street or right next door. So the way that they kind of lay it out in the video game, I thought was cool because it really kind of helped you figure out what they would have seen as characters. And just the way the movie is lit and everything. And you do have a good lake there, which I think it's supposed to be Crystal Lake. They're just not on the camp. They're on like the other side of the lake or something, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've watched the movie, but
Right. Yeah. Yep.
It'd be cool to see how big that lake is actually supposed to be, because
Supposed to be, right?
part 2 is supposed to be on the same lake, just a different spot. So,
You know,
So
I
3 and
think
4
Yeah.
and 6.
I think we
they're
asked
all on the
Alito
lake, but not at the camp.
because
Like, how big is this goddamn lake?
Alito was out there. I believe, Pat, we could go to that house when we're out there next time in California. It's close to the Los
Yeah, we
Angeles
should.
area.
Absolutely. I'm up for
Are you
that.
talking about the Jarvis house?
Jarvis house, yeah.
I did when I was out there in page
He
45.
did.
I called property management because I trespassed a little bit. She said it was all like redone. It doesn't look the same down there. I couldn't get in.
Oh,
It's like
somebody
her.
said who said was on the guy that does the locations. What was his name? Robert Pattinson, right? I think that's his name, Pat. The guy we met that helped out on the tour guides for Horrors Hollow Grounds.
Oh, that guy.
Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson. He took pictures of it not too long ago. It looked like from the outside it looked pretty
Right.
similar, but you went through there and you couldn't, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't get all the way back in there though because there's a fence up and everything, and it's like it's private property. They got cameras up.
Okay, well maybe then it's not an idea.
I never saw that parallel slasher fit that you said. Like
Some ghillie
the
suits
twins
going
kind of
back.
did look like Tiffany and Thiessen.
Well,
'Cause I was paying for it.
I could see it, but I don't know. Tiffany Thiessen's pretty damn. That's pretty high.
Still have an unholy crush on that woman,
Who?
Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Hey James, what's up, man?
I
First
follow
of all,
her on Instagram, and she's quite the cook. If you follow her.
300%. Nice seeing you too, Paula. Thanks for popping in. Oh, hopefully you're hanging out. Don't leave. We won't bite.
Yeah, don't go over to Davies'
You
channel.
don't go to Davies' channel. Do you remember the camp-based movie with Michael J. Fox and Nancy Bean? I do. Yes. Not seen it probably since '85, but I do
Wait,
remember it.
Say that again.
What's that?
What did she say, Paula?
You don't see it on
right
his
here.
screens.
No, the Michael J. Fox, or who said the Michael?
No,
J.
this is James. Do you remember the camp-based movie with Michael J. Fox and Nancy McKeon, who was Joe Polachek
Isn't Mr. Roper in it?
from Facts of Life, called Poison Ivy '85? And,
I just know the Poison Ivy with Drew Barrymore.
Is Norman Fell from Three's Company, Mr. Roper? Is he in that? Because he was in a movie with.
Come on,
Michael J.
knock on my door.
might be. I think he was. I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I'm not going to comment. Colin says, I've just been offered a copy of Alive 2, the original Japanese pressing with the poster, OBI strip,
I think
kiss
he's in
tattoo,
this.
booklets, and VIP poster. That's a good price, Colin. If you want it, that's actually a really good price. I'd get it.
I love Three's Company. What a great show.
Come and knock on Pat's door. Cody's waiting for you.
Jordan's standing there all up in the nude.
Jen-
You're
Then-
invited to.
Jordan will be Mr. Furley when you see him.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Furley.
You know, and like to me, like Furley and Roper were equally great, just different reasons. I love the Ropers.
All right.
Like,
Oh.
Man, Don Knotts the shit.
Now we're mentioning Three's Company, and I've talked to Bill the Everscathed, and he's a big fan of Three's Company. So every time I think of Three's Company now, I think of Bill, because we go back and forth with the Three's Company stuff. So I wanted to give a shout out again. We still miss him. Hopefully everything's going
Yes.
well. And I do have to give out a ceremonial shout out to him.
Fuck
Love
the
you, Billy
other
boy.
Everscathed. Fuck you. For sending me this
Whoever
shit.
does it. My computer's moving slow as dick. There it goes.
Another good one.
Sorry.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, you do, Pat. We talk about that one a lot.
Oh,
good.
big Barney Miller fan. Love Barney Miller. So the movies they filmed in different locations. Yeah, it really is. I love Three's Company. That's not a bad price. If you want it, man, then jump on it. That's not a bad price at all. Especially for the Japanese version of it, with the OBI and everything. Hold it in for it. Hill Street Blues. Nice. Nice. Oh shit, I forgot where we are. Oh, so we're number 3. So now this is where it's going to get a little interesting. So number 3 for me is part 3. While there's no camp, it does give you that atmosphere. The barn is spooky as fuck. The town is creepy as all hell. So for me, and it probably is that the Jason version in that I just love. So, and it's around that lake, so it does feel like that. It just gives me a lot of vibes of. It feels like a continuation of, part 2 in the original. So
It does.
that's why it's number 3 for me.
Mm-hmm.
What's number 3
for me? Number 3 for me is where part 2 falls into play.
Get out.
It's hard. It's hard. Oh, he's getting upset. Look at Colin's already at. Oh, he's a little ahead of us. Okay, rightfully so because it's the timing. So, okay, yeah, this is where part 2 falls into play for me. It's tough because this is on the ground, right? I want to go to that bar and hang out with Pat with all the Budweiser.
Yeah,
it's not there anymore. But yeah, this.
So if that place was there, I'd make a trip up to Connecticut. The casino bar, I would so go up there and I'm like, dude, you got to keep the Kiss pinball machine for fuck's sake.
Yeah, number 3 is part 2.
Cody.
Number 3. No, I'm gonna get flat for this, but it set the template for everything. But Friday the 13th original.
The OJ?
It set the template. We don't have anything without this movie. It set it all up. I think the other 2 entries I want to mention after this expanded upon that and made them better. But yeah, like the lighting in the woods, like just the music and everything just came together. But those locations, the music made those locations pop. And like that camp's the biggest, along with Jason himself, the biggest character in this franchise. So no, Camp Crystal Lake, not just the camp, but like the lake and everything, like the entire like woods area is the biggest character along with this guy. So that's why we're here. So yeah.
And you got to see some locations today.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
My welcome was about. We had a blast. Part 3 had some of the best shots, and the barn was creepy. Absolutely. Part 2. I've seen. Don't know if you guys ever watched it, but there was an episode of John Ritter's comeback series. Yeah, 8 Simple Rules, where they did a spoof of Three's Company. I've never seen all the episodes. I did watch a lot of it, but I don't remember that one. That was a young Kaylee Cuoco. Was cute as hell.
Penny.
Yeah.
Penny.
And we
I don't
know
do the knocking, but
we were a big fan of the wife in 8 Simple Rules. Oh, another great one. Wonder whatever became of me.
Great.
I'm living only in Cincinnati, WKRP.
I should probably
Love
cut
that
it
show.
before you get hit.
I love WKRP. Oh, what a great show.
Yeah! The greatest mustache in the world. Sorry.
Are you kidding me? This is a Magnum PI.
What's the one? Is that the one meme? I don't know. Maybe Jordan or I sent it. The one where he's like, when your friend tells you want to get another drink, and it's the one of him breaking the fourth wall, looking at the camera. Oh god, him and that mustache. Sorry.
That's a good one.
Shots.
I think-
it were really. It was good. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look who's here.
He's here. Wait a second. He's here. We did tip. We tipped very well at the diner. They were very nice to us. We took pictures at the diner. We took pictures everywhere. All right.
He's gonna have to take that now, or Darren will have to take that. And then
Darren, don't hit us with a copyright strike. I don't want to hear it. We're all friends here. Thanks for the $5, though, Frank. I wish we would have met up over the weekend somehow, somewhere, but I get it. It's a holiday weekend. You're busy.
It's actually, it's
I don't want to
copyright.
break out these guys.
Pat, isn't it technically copyright to that Roadcaster 2000 or Annihilator 8000 or whatever the fuck that thing is that you got in front of you?
Road Rash Caster. I love that. We're not using the microphone today because it's easier just to use the camera one. So if we sound a little muffled, it's hard to get all three. So just keep speaking up because we're using that mic. That's hysterical.
Sorry.
Did you guys? Oh, that's classic, Slasher Fred. The Thanksgiving episode when he's dropping the turkeys. He's got his mic with us. I thought turkeys could fly.
Well, I only know the Thanksgiving. What's it? This Thanksgiving episode was a big one.
Shout out to George Wentz, who we lost.
Yeah.
We lost Norm, which blows.
Oh, that should be my collector spotlight, Pat. I better go get that later.
You do that.
Oh.
All right, so that was my number 3 was part 3. You said your number 3 was part 2. Number 3 was?
My number
Number
three.
three was 1.
Oh, it's part 1, rather. I'm sorry.
My number 3 is part 6. Jason Lives. That one had a really good feel to it. Some of it was a little bit too bright, I thought, but overall, it had a really good feel, especially later on in the movie when it gets dark and you have the great shots of the camp. I really liked the camp there. That was really one of the better parts of the setting that I really liked. The location was the camp there. It reminded me a bit of the original, which we're getting there, but that part was really cool. So, yep, that's my number 3.
I get
Very
that.
cool. Love it. All right. Now we're getting that nitty-gritty. Number 2.
Sorry.
I called him number 2. So my number 2 is the OG. The OG that we just visited all their sites today, sans the camp, because I knew we're not going to get in there. So it created the template, like you said, everything to follow after that. It was creepy. That somebody mentioned the shots in the woods that were really, James said it. The shots in the woods were creepy as hell. So I'm loving the fact that they're going back, dipping into the well to the original locations for the backstory on her. So it's going to be super cool. So yeah, for me, number 2 is part 1. Number 2 is number 1. Which could be messy.
We have a match. Number 2 is part 1 for me as well. You can't really get any close to having a camp like this, right? This is all it right here. The only reason why it's not number 1 is because there's just certain things I like about my number 1 that are a lot better than part 1, right? This is the real deal. And I really wish, Pat, you could have gotten in there, right? Because you could tell. You pointed out the spots. You're like, see, that's where that was. See, that's. I'm like, damn it, it looks spot on. Yeah, a lot of things you could tell. You could tell that it was that original spot 45 years ago.
They left that pretty much everything's the same. The only difference is in the diner. If people don't realize that, like when you see Steve Christie sitting there, because remember tonight we talked about, even the waitress said it, where the one window is actually where the door used to be, because it's hard to match it up, because you try to look at it, this doesn't seem to match up. But the one window that's there now was actually the door originally.
Okay.
That looks a little bit different.
Yeah, it's definitely been reconfigured.
It's just configured.
As soon as I walked
differently.
in, I went, this looks way different than what I expected.
Yeah.
Okay, Colin asked here. Here you go, Colin. Here you go. Did you ever watch this show, Pat?
Oh, wait. Oh, I know.
It came back, too. Chick Cops. We'll just tell you that.
Oh, Cagney Lacey.
Very good. Sorry.
Sounds like George Costanza's answering machine. Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message.
That's Greatest American Hero, which Michael
Greatest American Hero. Somebody threw it in. Michael Dammit threw it in there. He's like, yep.
That's a great TV theme song.
What is it? What is the? I forget who's Cagney and Lacey. The one, not the dark hair, the blonde one. Who became a director?
Well, the blonde one, the other one. The other one was the one that died in the Clint Eastwood, the Dirty Harry film, right? In The Enforcer, right? She's the cop in The Enforcer that gets killed, right?
Yes.
Oh, the judge from the show. She was a judge on a show for years.
But the other one, the one became a director, and she filmed a bunch of movies. Betty something or other.
Well, Laverne and Shirley was Penny Marshall, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on a second. I'm trying to drive me crazy. Hold on. Cag. And Lacey. It was.
Let's get to the creepy music here.
Glass. No, that's not her. Well, it's not Ty Daly then. I'm thinking it's something different then. Hold on.
Control Mystery?
That's some creepy ass shit, that music, Jordan, in my opinion.
Some seriously faggoty ass shit.
You imagine that freaking TriStar horse comes out to that music? I'd be running too.
Monetization.
Oh, it's out the door. Okay. At this point, it's out the door. Who cares?
Yeah, people didn't come to your PC, so.
No, I'm thinking something different. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Let's wait for somebody to drop an N-bomb.
No, she was.
That's what's fun about when Pat and I, we take a complete 180, don't we? I should say it's probably me that does that. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. I can find it, but no. No, this is she was on film on TV. Hooper. A few months sometimes in the culture.
I'm dry. That's not good.
Dream on.
I highly doubt that, Brett.
Oh no, I'm
My
thinking
underwear's not.
for some reason I was getting her confused with somebody that she's not Cagney and Lacey. She was on.
Pat, I'm so sorry I got this on your mind. I will never do it again.
Yeah, I know she was on a TV show. She basically, long story short, it's Betty Thomas. She became a director eventually, and she was one of the dancers that was showing her tits in used cars.
Yeah,
she had tits. Yeah,
that's what we should have did as a member stream when you got two guys, two guys in your house that have never seen that.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't think they need to see that. They would probably be like, "Oh, this is terrible."
What did you give their number 2?
Me.
I haven't yet either.
So both of us.
Number 2?
Jason Lives. I love how they just. I noticed this with the franchise. Obviously, they go out more and more to other locations beyond the camp in the town. There, you can see other locations like you see Pamela's tombstone, Jason Lives, but then you get the full blown like cemetery in Jason Lives. I love that. The different roads that are just surrounding the camp. But I will say the woods in certain shots, yeah, they look more summery in 1 and 2 than in Jason Lives. This looks closer to fall sometimes, but man, I love it. It really I love the location of the lake as opposed to the camp. Yeah, just the entire layout there in the town. Yeah, I love it.
Nice, good stuff.
Yes, I was confused because I don't know why I was getting her confused with freaking Betty Thomas because she became an actress and she was in a bunch of stuff. I never realized it was her. And I watched Used Cars one night. And I'm like, is that fucking Betty Thomas up there showing her tits? And it was. I'm a big fan. James Ward should have had more character development after the original movie, giving the rest of the series. Yeah, they could. They would just wash and repeat. Just new people as fodder. Let them kill them. I'm not complaining. I enjoyed it. So I had to look him up. I
had to too. I didn't realize that's the Duck Dynasty guy. I was just going to say, Paula.
He was 79. He didn't look 79.
79.
Yeah. Well.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Jordan. You have to conch.
Where'd Cody go?
Number deuce is number deuce.
Yeah, we'll rub one out.
So number 2 is my number 2. I felt like it was a great follow-up movie, but the setting I felt was actually pretty close to what the original had to offer. And not to jump into our number 1 because we're not quite there. Not that you don't know what it's going to be, but I actually liked the ambiance and the feel of the first movie better than the second, but the second was a great number 2. Yeah, I'm just going to shut up after that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Keep going.
I'm wrong with that, brother. That's it. Keep talking, motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Got tattoo.
All right. So now we're down to number 1. Number 1 for me, there's no secret here. What's my favorite one of the franchise? Part 2. While part 1 does have a great camp atmosphere and it makes you feel that, and it kicked it all off, part 2 just does it for me a little bit more because I think the character is a little bit more memorable in part 2. You feel like they were more of a cohesive group in that, and I love they have a lot of camp shots. I mean, the first 2 movies have a lot of camp shots in them because, like you said, a lot of films don't even have a camp in them to begin with. So I just liked that ensemble. And I think they were good. I like how they basically how they all gel together, and I love the scenes that are actually in the camp. And I'd love to go see those sites, and I know you can't because the pricks won't let you see it. But now that I've seen, because I've been to the original several times, including today, sans the camp. But I'd love to go see those sites because that to me really, I mean, I love part 1 because you feel that camp atmosphere. But part 2 just took it to a different level for me. Maybe I'm biased because I love the film so much, but hey,
are you saying we can't go to that, or it's private property? Is that what it is you're saying?
I thought it was. I know the Packanack Lake is hard to get to because the people have a house there now and they won't let you anywhere near it. But the lake itself, I forget where the lake itself is.
I just want to see the spot where the guy goes down the steps in a wheelchair if they have that.
Yeah, we need the steps.
Somewhere in like, oh god, I forget. Isn't that one in Connecticut?
No, it's got to be in Connecticut. So all of it was filmed in Connecticut.
Yeah, where the lake is.
Where's Sean Clark when we need him, for fuck's sake?
If I go back to Wanabasco or Winnebago or whatever the lake is called,
Winnebago.
We go back there. I want somebody to tell me the exact spot where Mr. Raincoat. What are you doing out in this mess? Ooh.
That's what. Remember we were driving. I said, "We passed by. What are you doing in this mess?" Freaking place driving around.
Did Cody? I think we've talked to Cody. Did Cody talk to that? What's his name? Is it David who we met at age 45 dressed up like him as the cosplay? With
David
the short
Moore?
shirt?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you meet that guy?
He was Steve Christie. He looked great, didn't he?
Yeah, I met him in line. I told him he looked like Kurt Russell. He did.
I never thought of that. Sorry, Cody.
Yeah, I talked to him and his lady, like in a line for I think an H3 or H4 photo op. I think it was H3. I think Joe and Mary Beth were with me in the H4 line.
She was so concerned with that video with Dick Warlock. Remember, Pat? She's like, she sent it to you and me here. She's like, don't play. Yeah, we're like, okay, it's all right.
Yeah, but dude, I swear his hair and his facial hair. I was like, dude, you got a Kurt Russell vibe going. And then I realized he was, I think he may have told me, but then it hit me like, oh, it's Steve Christie. Go.
Talk about great people, and they're in the chat every once in a while. They come on.
Yeah, they pop in.
David's been liking some of my stuff today on Facebook from the.
Yes, he did. I saw that. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
So, Paul Pariah, what's up? Are there Friday 13 tours locations at camps? I don't know about any of the other camps, but here's a link I'm putting in the chat. Obviously, it should be a hyperlink.
David Moore, if you're in here.
I just put this in there. This is Crystal Lake Tours for New Jersey, so you can actually tour the original camp of that we were in the town today. We didn't get to the camp today.
They're pretty expensive, Pat, right?
It's not cheap, but you get to tour it all. I forget if you could stay. I think you could stay there for a certain price, and they also they put up a big screen at the lake, and you can watch the film at the lake rather. So in the lake, in the lake. Well, Cody's Jordan said something about that. He'd love to go do it. I'm like, if you do it, maybe one day I'll go do it with you. We'll do it together.
Yeah. Well, Pat, you know this. We Bill and I are doing one of the major suburbs out by us is Crystal Lake, Illinois, and the main Crystal Lake in the town is doing Friday 13th Part 2 off the lake. So we're doing that on Friday the 13th here in a couple of weeks.
Nice.
That'll be cool.
I'll be back in where I was today with these folks. I'll be back there for Friday 13th. Check out all the sites.
You're gonna go hang out and play Nintendo?
Yeah, go hang out. I'll get something to eat at the diner. I'll see what they have at the vendors, and maybe I'll go to the Blairstown Inn, have a couple cocktails.
Cody's rubbing his stomach. You getting hungry, Cody?
No, there's a burp building.
Oh, we ate enough. In Sicily, there is a Godfather location tour in London. There are several.
I bet you have, man.
Really? That'd be cool as hell. There's a Godfather tour in Sicily.
Oh,
a Jack the Ripper tour in London. I'd love to do that.
Dude, the Godfather tour would be badass.
That'd be badass.
I still prefer first Godfather. I know the second one's great, but like that first one's just one of the greatest things.
Wow.
I want to do an American Werewolf in London tour with Darren Sands, but he probably doesn't.
Yeah, right. All right. What number one?
Friday 13th final chapter. I know they don't go into the camp stuff as much, but like the lakes there. You know, it's the formula. It defines Friday the 13th, that movie. And my favorite location in the entire franchise, the Jarvis family cabin, because I love that. Kelly Gulch out in Topanga Canyon. I tried, like I said earlier, I trespassed in front of security cameras out in Topanga when I was out there during H45 week. I drove out there. I wanted to see that cabin since I was a kid. Didn't get to see it, but I got down in that area. But,
okay.
But yeah, from what I called property management, and I was like, maybe I should call them and see if I can sneak in here and see this. It's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, that's all been redone. It doesn't look the same.
Get out.
And that close, Brett. I mean, I was down there. I mean, I was like, I should just jump. I ought to jump this fence. I don't want anybody calling the cops.
Dude,
but like,
yeah, you don't want to go running.
Like,
They'll treat you like Roman Polanski in America.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But yes,
Rudy Polanski.
with that cabin, you can see it in Pumpkinhead. You can see it in Friday 7, The New Blood, when Robin gets tossed out of a window. It's in that cabin. You can see it it's in Pumpkinhead. It's in My Girl too. It's in all kinds of movies.
My girl.
But, yeah,
Arrest that son of a bitch.
but
Get
yeah,
him out of here.
But yeah, the lighting still in the woods is still effective. It's still dark. You know, it still feels like the same place from the original movie to me. More so than 3 does. Yeah, those locations. I mean, they all say. I mean, that's his stomping grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Just the best
Good
Friday
fun.
movie. Jordan.
My number 1
Yep.
is number 1. I really like the feel of the original, the layout of the camp, all of it. It kind of takes me back to when I was young and I went to a summer camp, and there was a lake right outside the cabins, and I remember being on the top bunk. My dad was a chaperone. He was on the bottom bunk, and I just laid there half the night staring up. There was a smoke detector right above my bunk. I sat there watching the light blink like every 20 seconds. And then I would turn and look. There was a window. And you could look out, and the lake was right there. And every time I looked out, I just expected to see Jason walking out of that goddamn lake. Scared the crap out of me.
That would freak me out, dude. Oh,
So that definitely plays a big part of it. But just the feel of it. When I talk to people about the original Friday the 13th, a lot of them say, well, Jason's not in it, other than, the very end. So it can't really be one of the better movies or the best movie, but I actually really enjoy it a lot because of the scenery and the camp and everything. I feel like that is a character all in itself. And that's why that one is my number 1.
I just want to share this. If Paul Pariah is still in the chat, look at this. Wait, because my computer is moving slow. I have to clear the cache. So, if you want to stay, the VIP experience there, which is so the VIP experience movie, your authentic camp experience will include overnight accommodations in a movie cabin together with a small group of fellow fans, or you can do tents, and then get dinner, private on-location screening of the first film, late night snacks, toasting marshmallows at a cozy campfire, obviously overnight, breakfast the next day, canoeing on the lake, special gifts valued at $150, tons of great memories to reminisce. These are the prices. $800 and up to do it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's a bit much. Wow.
Yeah. It's a bit pricey.
Leanna, we need super chats. Pay for Crystal Lake tours.
Crystal Lake tours. Yes. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say my number 1 since for some reason I didn't get to put it on there, but that's okay.
You didn't see your number 1? We skipped you?
It's okay, Pat. It's okay. It's part 6, though. I always thought anything with kids being in jeopardy, especially at a campsite, I think it's just extra effective. So part 6
it's
for
fun. Look at these two.
Number 1.
They're sitting in super chats from behind us. Once again, Cody's ass stinks for $2. I'll take that. Cody says for $2, Jordan stiff upper lip. That's actually Jordan's stiff upper lip.
Who wants a mustache ride?
Who wants a mustache?
Hey, Leanna, make sure you hang out. We had a nap so you can hang out with us later. Which tour is the best? There are a few in the Whitechapel. Oh, you talk about? Yeah, Colin said he used to live near the Whitechapel area where the Ripper killed his victims when he lived in London. I love it.
Really?
That's awesome.
Out there, though.
Yeah, so everybody throw the list. So that is our. Wow, it's been almost 2 hours. Holy shit, we've been chatting away. That is our ranking, and let us know what yours are. Throw it in the chat if you want still, or throw it in the comments after the fact. Where each movie location lands according to your wants or needs. So let's do our top 5 real quick. So this way we'll get through some stuff so we can hang out tonight. I didn't even adjust it. Where's the top 5? So we thought, shout out to my neighbor, Mike, Terrible Mike, who came up with this one. since we were seeing all the sites in New Jersey from the original Friday the 13th, I'm going to do top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey.
Did you guys enjoy your time being around neighbor Mike? He's a trip, right?
I actually got to meet him before I got to meet Pat or Cody.
Yeah, by the time I got back with
When I
Cody,
got
he was here.
Yeah, they weren't here yet. So I pull up and Mike is hanging out right at the end of the driveway. Not hanging out, he's moving his vehicle. So I pull up and drop my passenger window. He just hand right in the window. How's it going, dude?
Well,
Colin's
See what
phone
I
out.
did.
Colin
so
said,
Pat, you had to go,
Colin did get hit by it.
did you have to go to a certain spot to go get Cody then? You must have just
No.
get into your subdivision?
I have
he was ready to come
Jordan-
down, and I had errands. I said,
Jordan's being dramatic, but
he was going
Colin
to go to. He was going to the Walmart in Milford where I live, and I said, "Oh, I have to go there either way. I had to go there anyway because I had to go get my prescription and some other shit." So I just met him there, and I said, "Here, just follow me back."
Nice, that a boy.
Then we got back. Jordan was already here. It was awesome. Look at Brett's throwing $2 down. Why? For one of their stinky asses? I can see. Fortunately, I
Sure.
can't smell it. I still haven't got my sense of smell back. I was explaining it to them. After I got COVID, I still can't smell anything.
I smell everything.
I smell dead people. It's coming from these guys. So, tonight we
so it's not just my ass.
no. It could be both. Hey, I was spewing. I'm not going to argue. Hey, I was there too.
Dip it in your ass.
So our top 5 tonight is top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey in honor of our trip today to New Jersey, the original filming locations from Friday the 13th. So let's do our intro, even though the computer's moving slower than doggy dick.
Bye-bye.
Our top 5. It takes forever to come up. I got to clear the cache. It's way too fucking slow. He's gone. He's better than Houdini. Where'd he
What
go?
button did you click? You deleted Brett.
Oh my god! I killed Bertie.
You bastard.
You bastard. Yeah, I know you can hear. I got to clear the computer. It's moving slow for some stupid reason. It's been like this for like 2 days, but I've been so busy. Usually, when I clear the cache and delete a bunch of stuff, it speeds everything up because I got so much crap all here.
He's trying to get us to go up there and bomb Fiona's room for when she comes home.
Yeah, if you guys got gas, go in there and just shut the door. Just
Jesus Christ.
really get my daughter the hell with her.
You know what I want?
What did he say?
What did he say?
I don't know.
What was that?
What's that from Chappelle Show? Get away from me, bitch! You know what I want?
I don't want.
Rick James. Get away from me, bitch! No, that's Half Baked. That's not Rick James. It's Half Baked. Remember Dave Chappelle with that one guy at Half Baked? Doctor says I need a backiotomy.
I haven't watched Half Baked in years. On weed?
All right, folks. So tonight, our top 5 is our top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey in honor of our trip to the original Friday the 13th locations from today.
Get away from me, bitch!
So what do we got here? So I'll go first. My number 5 is a movie I preached my love for because I actually seen certain scenes being filmed, and it was partially filmed in Edgewater, New Jersey, and Montclair, New Jersey. That would be Christmas Evil from 1980. There you go.
My first one is a movie we just watched recently. A lot of the neighborhood stuff was shot there, which I didn't realize after researching. Cat's Eye, baby, Cat's Eye. We just watched it.
Yeah, we just watched it. That's right. Yeah. What about you? Did your homework right, Cody?
Yeah, I'm just going to list the Friday the 13th just to get these one out of the way, the obvious one.
So you did Friday the 13th is your number 5?
Yeah.
Make it simple.
Get the obvious one out of the way.
There you go. What about you, Mr. Decker?
Well, I really don't think I've seen 5 movies that were filmed in New Jersey. So
Really?
I had, outside of the ones I've actually seen, I just picked a couple of funny ass titles, such as Frankenhooker.
Frankenhooker is fun.
Sounds like something I would enjoy.
You definitely enjoy Frankenhooker. It's fun. It's a lot of
I
fun.
enjoy just about any kind of hooker. And
Number 5, yeah, Alice, Sweet Alice, absolutely, Colin. I love that film. Number 5 is Born in East LA with Cheech Marin. Nice. That's fucking Cody Decker, I'm telling you. Christmas Evil, better known as You Better Watch Out, a small appearance by a very young, Patricia Richardson. She played Moss Garcia's mom, and she smacks the kid right across the face because he's a dick. Yeah. And what do you call it's in it too? Oh God, what's the actor's name that played the sergeant in charge of Robert Duvall in Falling Down? Played a cop in Christmas Evil too. Also.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
I can't think of his name. He was in that. And the guy that played the Killer Santa, his daughter is Fiona Apple, the singer.
Does she even still do anything, Fiona?
I think she just had an album out not that long ago. He actually had a TV show in the early 80s, which is escaping me what it was. I'm sponsors from Jupiter. Nice. All right, so that's everybody's number 5. Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5. My number 4. My number 4 filmed partially in several locations in South Jersey and predominantly in Cape May, New Jersey. The Prowler.
The Prowler.
Yeah, I've told the story how I was at the site in the beginning where they had the dance that causes all this shit, and I was on a haunted tour in Cape May a couple of years ago with my wife, and I'm looking at this place like I know this place from someplace, and it turned out it was from the beginning of the Prowler. That's where all the shit takes place in the beginning of it, and even the tour guide didn't fucking know that. My wife's like, yeah. Of course it had to be you that figured out it was a fucking horror movie. But Prowler, good movie, great movie.
My number 4, I was shocked after researching that it was in New Jersey, is Knock at the Cabin. Can you believe that cabin was in New Jersey?
That's right, yeah.
How about that shit, huh? But that's a very that's probably one of the very few more recent better M. Night Shyamalan movies, right? Shyamalan a Ding Dong is what they call him on the radio.
Ding Dong. That's right. Yeah, Brandon McGart. That's it. He was Harry, the Killer Santa, Christmas Evil. Colin's number 4 is Christmas Evil too. Good movie. Is there any good horror movies about the Jersey Devil and the actual Pine Barrens? I don't think so. I could be wrong, Paul, but I don't think so. I mean, for those that don't know, there's a reason why the New Jersey Devils are called the New Jersey Devils hockey team, because there's this folklore about a devil that lives in New Jersey. They call the Jersey Devil. Yeah, Copland rules. I didn't put on my list, obviously, because I grew up in Copland, because it's not a horror film.
And it's not a horror film. Yeah.
It's definitely not.
Fuck, Cody Decker, read your fucking directions. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
Original King Kong. Yeah, that's right. Scenes were filmed in New Jersey, the original one. All right, so I said the Prowler. So what did you say for number 4? You said Knock at the Cat. That's right. That's you. 4.
King Kong, also known as Pat's Pants.
I'm going trauma. I'm going to get traumatized here.
Oh yeah, trauma's all over New Jersey.
Class of Nukem High.
Class of Nukem High.
Oh, there you go, Cody.
I went back within the last year. I've gone back and rewatched it. And I got Trauma Now. Trauma Now. Get that app if you're a Trauma fan.
Don't go in the house. Yeah,
$5 a month. You can watch any Trauma movie you want.
Oh, he did do an app for all this shit. Ray Lloyd did, or Lloyd Kaufman.
What is it? Yeah, it's Trauma Now is the app.
What about you?
Number 4?
Yeah.
Toxic Avenger.
Yes. Toxie, baby. New York's
That's coming up.
New Jersey's superhero. I love Toxie. Yeah, big fan. And that's coming up. Actually, the next me. Okay, no. My number 3 is Colin already brought it up. I'm a big fan of this film. Filmed in Patterson, New Jersey. Alice, Sweet Alice.
Okay.
Big fan of this film.
Alice, sweet all ass.
I had no idea that Creepshow, a lot of stuff from Creepshow was in New Jersey, so I got Creepshow on here.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to really research further what was shot there, but I'm like, oh, Creepshow, I got to put that on my list. So yeah, Short Circuit, or not Short Circuit. That's the other guy.
Short Circuit.
25 alive.
Colin's number 2.
Creep
Friday
Show.
movie part 2. Colin, that was Connecticut.
Oh, Brett, that was part of Something to Tide You
Yeah,
Over.
part 2 is out in Connecticut.
Yeah.
That's innocent. That was New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Which was filmed here. I'd find all the locations from part 2, but yeah, that was up in Connecticut. Part 2.
Oh, I want to go there really bad.
I this is going to make a trip up there. I mean, I'm heartbroken that the casino bar is gone. I wish that was still there. I'm like, God, I would love to go hang out at that bar.
See if all those fucking beer bottles are still sitting there on the
Beer
bar.
bottles are there from Ted. And if the Kiss pinball machine was still there, and that fiery waitress / bartender that was cute.
Too bad none of the Creep Show 2 stuff. That's all pretty much like on highways and stuff. There's not really too much.
Yeah, I wish it was all still there. And so for me, so that was you said Creep Show.
Toxic Adventure.
Toxie, baby.
Toxic's got to be on there.
Are we
Gotta
excited for the remake? I hope so.
Oh,
I hope
yeah.
it's gonna be okay.
I'm hoping it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Young man.
Who we talking to?
Yes.
Young man.
Younger than me.
I
Everybody's
guess
younger
it's
than me.
it's all relative.
I'm a little
Number
far.
3,
It's like, who the fuck you talking to?
Who the fuck am I?
number 3, I've got Alice, Sweet Alice.
There you go. It's a fun movie. We should put that on the watch along eventually because it's so grindhouse and gritty, and there's some really memorable characters in it when you watch it. There really is.
You know, I don't know if I've seen it, shockingly.
And it's a cool whodunit. Every time you pour that, it makes me want to pee.
Still peeing my glass.
I get it.
All right, so oh, sweet, that was my number 3. So this is where Toxie lands for me. Toxie, come on, New Jersey's superhero. Number 2, Toxic Avenger.
Lloyd Kaufman, baby, right?
Gotta love it, baby, man. I remember watching that, and it's still to this day so bad, it's so good. I love to find out and see what the real hot blonde chick that he nails in it. What does she look like these days? Because she was cute as hell in that.
Number 2 for me is Amityville Horror, baby. Amityville Horror.
Tom's River, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Can't beat that, man.
Yeah. Colin says number 1, Amityville 2, The Possession. Exteriors were filmed in New Jersey and the rest in Mexico. Yes, I know you're a big fan of. You may be an even bigger fan, Colin, because I hadn't watched Amityville 2, right? Remember when you and I watched? We're like, wow, that was really a lot better than
I hadn't seen it in forever. You and I watched it with Colin a couple years ago, and it was
You're like, wow, this is a lot of fun. Alice, Sweet Alice is very Hitchcockian because it's a whodunit. Everybody's trying to pin it on Alice, Sweet Alice, because she's a fucking strange little, crazy, little bitchy little girl, and it's got a little twist ending to it, which I'm not gonna conceal. Then it's got a very ambiguous ending right after that, so it's pretty cool. It's a fun movie, and the look is creepy as hell with the yellow raincoat and that creepy mask. It's cool as hell. And I guarantee anybody watching that film that's never watched it before, there's no way in fuck that you're gonna figure out who it is. So if you thought, well, I figured out this is who it was. No, you didn't. There's no way, because I watched that for the first time like that. I had no idea this was gonna be the killer. None. So for me, Toxie is my number 2. Which number 2, Brady?
No, I think I went ahead of you, didn't I? Did I not?
No.
Amityville.
Oh, it was Amityville.
Yeah,
You said Tom's River. My bad. See, just throw me out. I'll leave.
And I'll throw Creep Show in there.
You out, you in.
Yes.
I'll throw Creep Show in there.
I warmed the seat up. So Creep Show for Cody. Okay, cool. Cool. What about you, Mr. Digger?
My number 2 was also Amityville.
Amityville. Were you in the chat when we watched it with Colin? I forget. So I really enjoyed it. It was
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it was-
I don't think I was.
plus anytime I get to see Diane Franklin's tits, I'm in. I'll take those.
She aged well.
She did age well. See her on Instagram? She's
Yes.
in bikinis and
I
everything.
follow her.
Damn.
She's cute.
God bless her. Another movie that is very creepy where the villain wears a raincoat is Don't Look Now. Yeah, I never saw it. I know the movie you're talking about, but I've never seen it.
Wait.
Cody Decker, that prick. My number 1 is Pat and Brett's Drinking Bender from last year.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah. Number 1 is Pat and Brett's Drunken Call to Byron Weaver at like 1 o'clock in the morning from Chilla Theater. Yes.
now a year plus later, it'd probably be many of phone calls to other people.
Yeah. And so, of course, now so my number one, of course, hey, come on, it's synonymous with New Jersey and all the locations, and we just hit majority of them today. Got to be the original Friday. I mean, come on.
I'm almost guessing, is this an all around number one? It's got to be, right? It's my number one.
It's got to be my number one. Cody?
My number one.
Don't
What
fuck
did
it
our
up, man.
survey say?
Oh, we're back to the corner now. We're back to the corner.
I mean, I haven't really done them in order, but yeah, I may have to just. I may have to go easy and just say Amityville.
Good call.
But yeah, but it's not my. I probably did them in reverse order, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you started with Friday.
Yeah.
The 13th, not Friday.
I had those trauma movies. I put
started
those trauma
drinking
movies
Friday.
over the first Friday, though.
Yeah, you did a lot of trauma.
Yeah. Those trauma movies would be at the top, but yeah. Yeah, there you go. Amityville, Creepshow, Toxie, Class of Nukem High, and what the fuck did I say? Whatever. Oh, Creepshow, Amity.
Creepshow, Amityville, Toxic. Did you say you said Toxic, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Friday.
Friday.
That's fine.
Friday, Toxie, Nukem, Amityville, Creepshow. Okay.
Friday.
Yeah.
Are you Friday 13th?
What the fuck
What is
was
that?
that?
That was Nate
What's
Dogg.
that? Who was that?
Fucking Cody Decker.
Bastards.
Oh wait, was that Nate Dogg or Warren G?
I can't get a word in edgewise without that asshole cutting me off.
That's
Dickhead.
perfect. So where are you at number one?
My number one is it's a curveball. Friday the fucking 13th.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. So
I'll pay for that one later.
yeah, he's like, what? You gotta feel that in the morning. So that
I
is
just took that in, but casual. I'm just like, really?
that is our top 5 horror movies filmed in New Jersey. Let us know other ones. Because there are other ones out there, but these are just our particular ones. And if you don't agree with it, that's fine. Screw you. But throw your ranking in the chat. We're going to be here for a little bit longer before the after party starts, and then throw them in the comments below. Oh my
How the hell they do that?
Where's Ronnie and Blake? Where's Ronnie and Blake?
Those guys are nuts.
Love those
Really,
guys.
I don't like those guys.
Love those guys.
I wanna get
They
drunk.
are a trip.
Hold your shirt.
They are a trip.
You were topless.
pulling anything on me.
All right, these guys are touching each other. It's gonna get weird, so what we have left is we'll do a quick movie review and some stuff in our collection. Then then the after party starts. Let me change my banner here. So shout out to
I gotta
whoever
go get my spotlight.
Yeah, so I have to get a spotlight too. So shout out to whoever commented on The Shining last week, and they said you guys should do Dr. Sleep next. And I said, you know what, you're absolutely right. 'Cause I love
every day.
Dr. Sleep as a follow-up to The Shining. I think it was actually excellent.
Absolutely.
So I said, you know what? So let's do that. Do a quick movie review because we're going to watch it on Tuesday night. So my computer's moving slow as dick. So let me start the intro now, and hopefully it'll be done in 5 minutes. So we'll do a quick movie review, which is right there. All right, let's wait.
Smoke them if you got them.
So if you got them. Still going. Wow.
Well, that was worth the wait.
That was it. It came quick. It was like it just touched it. It was done. Wow. Okay.
I know the feeling.
Been there, done that. All right. So tonight we're reviewing Dr. Sleep because we watched Shining last week because this past Friday was 45th anniversary of the release of The Shining from 1980. Big fan of that film. Love that film. And I was very leery. I never read the book on Dr. Sleep. When they said they were coming out with a follow-up, I was like, oh, God, don't ruin it. But I was pleasantly surprised that I really enjoyed Dr. Sleep. I thought it was a lot of fun. The characters that they brought back, the people that they got to play the original characters look fantastic. The guy that got to play Nicholson looked great. The guy that played Scatman Crothers looked fantastic. So and they recreated all the settings perfectly. Right? I mean, there was no shortage of detail. Right to when he walks into the old room and sees the axed door into the bathroom, everything was just perfect. So The atmosphere was there. It felt like a continuation of the movie. Felt a little weird in the beginning. It was weird seeing him grown up. He's got an alcoholic problem, and you get it from the trauma he went through. It was a little weird seeing that. And but I like how he was using his gift to help people, and they call him Dr. Sleep for it. But I liked how they tied the whole story of the Overlook into it and what happened, because you always wondered, like, much to the chagrin of Stephen King, that's not how he planned it. That's what Stanley Kubrick did. But I like how they tied it all together, and not to be spoiler if you've ever seen it, how it ended with him almost like a Darth Vader type thing, where at the end, you know what I mean? When you see the end of like Star Wars, and you see not Star Wars at the end of Return of the Jedi, where you see them all lined up together because now they're all there together. That's sort of like where you saw
his hand.
Yeah, that's where you sort of see Danny Torrance is there with Dick Halloran, and they're all together. So I like this movie. I think it was a great follow up to The Shining. And if I gave it a ranking out of 10, I'll give it a solid 7.5.
Yeah, I need to watch. Maybe I'm gonna try to see if I can watch it again before Tuesday, because I saw it once. It's 2.5 hours long. It was a good 2.5 hours long. Mike Flanagan's he's an underrated filmmaker.
Yeah.
Oh, something is everything okay? Oh, you got scared.
Yeah. Cody's just touching things now. What's up?
He's blocking my lighting.
I had to put my phone on charge.
Oh. But we have a good cast. I Rose the Hat, Rebecca Ferguson. Maybe it goes back to Mission Impossible, the Mission Impossible movies, and her, but she's outstanding in this film.
Yes, she was great.
It's for 2.5 hours. It's not slow to me though. Too, I think some people might thought it was a slow burn, but not to me. Ewan McGregor, he's good at almost everything he's done. To me, I don't like all the movies he's done, but I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a solid 7.
No. That's Jordan's
7?
ass.
Yeah, Jordan's taking the room up.
Oh, nice.
Jordan's
Nice.
ass.
I'd be there doing that too.
Ice cream.
No, it's chocolate for sure.
That's right, Colin. I forgot about that. Alone in the Dark was filmed in Jersey, but with Pleasant, yes.
Was Don't Fuck in the Woodshop, New Jersey?
He seems to disappear on me a lot.
Who, me?
He's like, I'll hit the button. I'm like, where'd Bertie go?
Yeah, I went to go get my collector spotlight.
Mr. Frost with Jeff Goldblum is a good horror film. I don't think I've ever seen it. Have you?
Oh, I gotta send you a picture of what I
I
bought.
saw Mr. Frost.
Yeah, I never saw it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I did not. My Bloody Valentine with the additional gore from the yes, I love the redone version of it with they put all the gore back in. It makes the film so much better. I love it. Jordan, you're in my light. Get the fuck out of my light, you bastard.
Fuck your light.
House Part 1, we love it. And shout out again to the late great George Wendt, who we just lost. Love House Part 1. So you gave it a 7, correct, Brady?
7, exactamundo.
You've seen Dr. Sleep, right?
No, Louis through.
All right, so you give it a partial ranking if you want.
That scene with Jacob Tremblay, though, like
Yeah.
the baseball kid,
The
like,
baseball
that
kid?
hit me.
That's a rough scene.
But I don't know if it's as bad as people talk it up to be, but yeah, he's good. She was really good in it.
Okay, Pat, just sent you that, bud.
So for what you've seen, what would you give it? It's a partial review.
No, yeah, probably a 3.
Out of 10?
Out of 10? Oh, no.
I was like, damn.
No.
Okay, that'd be a 6 out of 10.
No.
This isn't Skidmore,
5.
Well, if Joe Moody was here, it'd be a 10, a fucking 10.
So
Fucking
I guess
Varsity Blues.
from what I've seen, a 7.5.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I gave it. 7.5. So
It's hard
fine.
to give a nice score, right, Cody? If you haven't seen it, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said just rank what you've seen. That's all. Just go by what you've seen.
It's on parole. He just got out of the joint. Can't call the cops on him, man.
Can't call it cops on them, man. What about you, Jordan? You've seen it, right? You've
I
seen
have.
Sleep, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I remember it actually came up in my YouTube memories, I think, within the last few days from when I first saw it, and I posted something saying
Memories.
like this is a great sequel to the original. And I do remember it being very impressive to me. I don't remember everything about it because it has been probably 4 years or so, 4 or 5 years since I've seen it. But I do remember enjoying it a lot. And from what I do remember, it kind of pulled you in several different ways. You kind of didn't know where it was going, and then eventually, when Danny ends up back at the Overlook and has to do what he has to do to try to end this curse or whatever. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it an 8, actually.
Okay.
I'm looking forward. Wow. I'm actually really looking forward to watching it again on Tuesday because it has been so long. But it was one that, after I saw it, I was telling people about it. I was like, "Hey, if you've ever seen The Shining, go watch Doctor Sleep." Because a lot of people, I think, just because the title, probably didn't know what it was.
I didn't, because I never read the book. I was like, "What do they call? What the fuck is Doctor Sleep?"
Right.
I had no clue.
Yeah, it sounds like. I mean, I thought it was something more akin to like Dr. Zhivago or something like
that. Like Jordan's Light.
You bastard!
I went in there blindly. I went in there. I went with Terrence. I took Terrence to see it with me because I love The Shining. So I'm like, I want to go see this because I want to just see what they did with it. I went in there blind, know nothing about it. And Terrence loved it too. We both loved it. Like, this is awesome. It's long. It's about 2.5 hours long, so it's gonna be a long stream, guys.
I think it's got its followers for sure.
Yeah,
I know I got mine.
It's definitely fun to watch.
Make sure you start on time on Tuesday.
Yeah,
because I do have to go to work on Wednesday.
Yeah,
it's 2.5 hours.
This whole vacation ends. It's back to real life.
Yes, that is over you, folks. Doctor Sleep. Make sure you come and make sure you come. No, you can come on your own time.
7:00, be there. If Pat, if you guys do it an hour earlier, I can try to get around an hour earlier. Let me check my schedule really quick.
You know what? I could do an hour earlier if you want. I could do 7:00.
Let me just check. No, Cody brings up a good point. Jordan brings up a good point because it's a long film.
Cody Decker brings up a good point.
Well, Jordan. Sure. Yeah, I'm good.
If you can start an hour earlier, I'll do that. Okay. Yeah. So, folks, it'll be 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Then this way, won't take up too much of your time because I do have to work the next day too. So, actually, starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think I'm on a night shift. I'm going to be working at 8:00 at night to 4 in.
Oh,
what the fuck?
I don't like that.
Yeah, there's some hairy balls. When they ask me, like, do you do an overnight shift? I'm like, how long? Not like months. Like, no, just a couple of days. There's occupied space I have to work in. They don't want us to do anything during a certain time. So I'm like, all right, just pay me.
Hitting out at the strip clubs, huh?
Yeah, right. So that's it, folks. So make sure you guys come back on Tuesday. You heard it live.
Trouble.
We're changing it to 6 Central, 7 Eastern because it is a long movie, and there'll probably be pee breaks.
This room will be much, much lonelier.
What am I going to do without these? I'm going to have to get cardboard cutouts like Frank does. And I'll just get the hands that just move like this.
Yes.
Cardboard cutouts of us.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Yes, I do.
I will buy my own and send it to you.
Seriously, send it. I'll just put it. The guys are here.
Frank moved away from those, so you're not infringing on his copyright at all.
Uh-oh. Where's he going?
I got to get one of Bill because Bill's always has famous pictures like this.
Back in the closet.
Frank's back in the closet?
Where he belongs.
Bill's always got the fist out with the Everskate.
Which Killer Party we get the additional go back on? I've seen Killer Party's fun.
Killer Workout. You ever seen that cheesy 80s film? It's fun.
Guess what, to let me know, Michael. What, having cardboard cutouts of these knuckleheads? See, you got to make it so I can pose you guys in weird positions. Like one of you guys are at the top and the bottom and mouthing each other.
One of you guys is bent over.
Yeah. Jordan, like, that'd be fun. So yeah, he's like, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Bad idea.
Oh, the cutouts. Yeah, the cutouts. I definitely would do cutouts with the kids in the background.
I'll ask Frank where he bought his. I know he has like a guy who makes them.
He has a guy. Yeah. He's
There's always
got,
that
he's
guy.
like, I got that cutout of your grandfather. The whole thing he
But
said.
if I tell him our idea though, well, Pat's idea, he's probably not going to tell me who his guy is because he's not going to want to ruin that relationship.
He's not going to care because as long as it's not in his house. He's like,
I think he
whatever,
stopped
you know,
buying them anyways.
Yeah, because he's just changing stuff up. He said they're in the closet.
I think
Yeah,
he
but if I go,
started drawing on
Frank
them.
Gregor sent me, and then I tell him, yeah, we need one of Cody bending over and one of me from the rear. He's like, God damn it, that fucking Riker guy, son of a bitch. I'm never doing business with him again.
All right, so
It would actually be the other way around. But
we have left there's some new items in our collection and our spotlight
wanna
because
bet?
this way we can
yeah,
we'll get
I
out of the
do.
stream and we'll go to the after party.
I
So
do.
so when we went to the Friday the 13th locations today, the woman, that owns the antique shop, which was the diner that Annie walks in. She saw us taking pictures and she came across the street because she lives across the street. She's like, "Oh, Friday the 13th fans." She was chatting with us.
Oh, boy.
So we went inside, we took pictures and we chatted, and we felt bad, like, "Oh, we should buy something." So
Yeah, she talked us into coming into her shop and buying shit.
and buying
Like,
shit.
she's a good salesperson.
She was. I felt bad for
She manipulated
So,
the shit out of
but
us.
I did like this. So
Oh,
she
you
said
twisted our arm.
a local artist does like
Wars.
paint
We're
stuff.
twisting Jordan's head down
So-
later.
So this is a painted rock of a sackhead Jason and the hockey mask, which I thought was cool.
You know, you instead of getting standees, you should have that lady say, "Hey, can you paint a rock of Jordan and Cody?"
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah,
It's got a rock on the back
both
that
of
keeps
us.
so it stands up. It's a rock on the back of it on top. So for $15, I'm like, all right, donate to her. Donate to small businesses. And she was
Yes.
super nice. So that's gonna be right here.
Now-
That's a memory of my weekend with Jody and Gordon.
Now they bought something too, though, right? I think Cody's is in his truck, though.
Jody and Gordon.
Jody and Gordon.
So when are we going to get Jody Gordon in the chat?
It's Jody
Yeah.
and Gordon.
He'll be there
Oh
on
my-
Tuesday, I guarantee you.
That sounds interesting.
Or she.
That sounds interesting. Okay,
Jody's
Pat,
named both ways.
I
What do you
got it
got?
out. I found it. This is my signed George Wendt Norm mug from Cheers.
Nice.
lighting.
Look at that.
Do not
I had
wash
my-
that.
Nope,
Ever.
not at all. It's got my little authentication card on there. So look at that bad boy. Good shit.
That's awesome. Rest in peace. I'm so sad.
Miss you.
He's left this mortal planet.
Miss you. And Pat, I did get a new item though, but no worries. I'll just explain it. There's a movie that came out in 2003 that a lot of people don't talk about. It is the title of the movie is called Confidence. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that movie. Have you guys heard of the
No,
movie
I've never.
Confidence?
No.
It's a heist movie or a grifter con artist movie, but I'm going to give you the cast here because think about this as 2003. You have Edward Burns, Dustin Hoffman, Rachel Weisz, Andy Garcia, Morris Chestnut, Paul Giamatti, Luis Guzman, Tiny Lister, Robert Forster, Tiny Lister, no Zeus, Cody, no
Yep.
Zeus.
Everyone knows Sign Lister.
Yes. It was not a big release, but it's
Yeah, I never
become
heard
one
of that.
my
It's a
favorite
great
movies.
cast, though.
Yeah, check it out. It's from 2003. Great film. If anybody in chat hasn't seen it, it's just who you're just wondering. It's got a good twist at the end. We'll just say that. So, my bottom line is I got an autographed poster. Somebody was selling it dirt cheap from one of my sellers from my autographed Facebook group, and it's got Dustin Hoffman on there, Andy Garcia, Rachel Weisz, Edward Burns, and the director who just passed away not too long ago, James Foley. And if you don't know, he did the Glengarry Glen Ross film. He's done a few other movies, but they all autographed it. It's authenticated from Beckett. It's good stuff.
Always be closing.
I liked Edward Burns.
Very cool. Nice.
Yeah. Good film, though, guys. I don't know where it's not. It's weird. It's not even out on Blu-ray. You can get it on regular DVD. But it was a theatrical release and everything. Lionsgate. It's a Lionsgate film. They play Coldplay throughout the whole damn movie, so it can't
Wasn't
be
TriStar?
not
Wasn't
TriStar for you. I'm sorry. No TriStar. Da 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 da. Dude, the first day you said that to us, but then you had Darren and Frank going when you said it to them too. So how much you want to bet he's going to stop playing that now?
Wait. Batman's Overbite, everybody.
Is there a notice that you're going to get when it says Darren Sands has left that theme?
He said, like, those fucking guys are.
I'm gonna dress up as that TriStar horse and Ben Decker over later.
Yeah, TSL's next video is going to have a new intro theme. Like, those guys ruined it.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Time for something new.
Hey, Leanna's back. Good. You better hang out for the after party, damn it. Anna says, hey, do want to say Pat's guitar playing is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I tried to get up close.
Those 2 lessons really worked wonders.
All I need is 2 chords. Just give me 2 chords and I'm good to go.
God, was that our big chat? Or was that when we were live with everybody? You were playing that one time? Oh,
yeah,
God.
it was. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's the same chat. I fell asleep off screen, I think, right, George?
Videos last night? Somebody was posting videos. I don't know who it was. I have to go back and watch
I
them.
may have posted 1 or 2. Yeah, I think I did.
I need to look.
You
Hold
did.
on. Who posted videos? Hey, Rob Windsor, Mr. Retired
Oh,
man.
my Lord, Rob.
Retired man of mystery, no less.
Rob, you're one of the few people from the east side of the country here that's not in Pat's backyard there. You're in the back there. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
seriously.
Cody's not from that area. What am I talking about?
Where is it?
Sangria?
Yeah.
What did everybody post? Did anybody tag me?
Bring the whole
No.
thing down.
People posted stuff, but they didn't tag me.
Bring that down, too.
Wait, some people posted stuff about you on or
Videos of us playing. But I don't.
I
see
think
any.
it was either Cody or Jordan.
Yeah.
Who else could it have been?
I don't know. Let's see if I can bring something up. Yes, Leanna, absolutely. Everybody hit the fucking like button, for God's sake, and subscribe. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Well, Pat, you probably saw. I did get my Halloween 6 NECA finally. It only took like a decade.
I did see that. Yeah. No, I saw them in Walmart. Walmart had like 6 of them now.
Yeah,
So
and
they're
you know what? Of course, I'm a nerd, like we all are with that stuff. I looked through all of them to see which one had the best detail and condition, of course, too. You probably did that too, unless you only found one.
No, of course I always make sure that I sit there and examine it. These are do forensic files on it.
This kid looked at me like I was like stealing. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, that's what we're doing. Rock. I'm like, all right, so you did that. Okay. Yeah, we had a great time last night. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a ball.
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, he's like, those guys suck.
Everybody looked like they had a good time there, Pat.
Come on, is that my brother? God, no. Oh, he doesn't want to be related to me.
That's great.
Seriously, it
Oh
looks
my
like
God! Oh God, that's
brothers.
great.
That could be the fat older brother.
That's great. Oh
I'm
man,
that younger brother.
George,
Oh.
I think I've said this before.
Cody's our gay cousin.
Just like when we met.
Cody's not in the room right now. I can say that and get away with it.
did he go and puke and he's coming back already? Yes.
I hope not. Yeah, because he puked on my lawn the other night.
No, he just went to go back in the closet. I'll
As
be
long
back
as those dogs stayed away from the puke.
I don't know if they have. To be honest with you.
Yeah, Cody puked in the yard and I peed right next to it. We're both leaving our DNA behind.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on.
At
Here.
least one way.
You should like plant like a flower for the spot.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
was
just
kidding,
seeing
man.
what people posted here. Hold on. Yeah, we had a good time last night. Hopefully these guys had a good time over the weekend. They're like never coming back again. I can't get out of here quick enough. What is this? I don't know.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and
I bet you can with Geico.
I remember this.
This is there's always got to be that one, Michael, isn't there? Yeah. What are you guys having anyway? Oh, she could be saying, is my wife still up? No,
It's not a work night, is it for her?
No, but she's just probably hiding. It's like in
The ref. Your husband ain't dead, lady.
Ref.
He's hiding.
your husband ain't dead. He's just hiding.
Uh-oh. What's in that sack?
I don't know. I'm trying to see. I was assuming everybody posted it. Like, hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes last night. Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, so what do you got? He's eating food now. Holy shit, he must be drunk.
He's committing the total fucking recording, live stream, whatever faux pas.
Eating and drinking.
You know what though? When I do watch-alongs with Pat, though, a lot of times I'm not even finished eating yet, so I'm always eating during that too.
Yeah, so we shout out to Yi's Greek Kitchen, which we got the gyros for dinner.
Do you have some takiki sauce or whatever they call that?
Tzatziki sauce? Yeah, it's good stuff. Man, that you burped that shit up for like 3 days.
They had tzatziki on it.
Yeah, so I have some left over. I'll be eating that later. My drunken.
Some good old lamb.
Uber Eats up here, dude. I'm in the fucking deep woods, right, guys? Is there an Uber up here? No.
I'm living on the air in Cincinnati.
So, if you're interested, go. Oh shit! No, I should have put the video of you backing up the fucking tractor trailer down my block.
Back the fuck up.
In the chat. Yeah. Upload it as a post on the channel.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll put a little weekend extravaganza together. We'll send to everybody. But that, folks, that's it. Because I think we'll get out of here. We'll do our after party. For those who are invited, and we'll see you. And we're going to hang out tonight. I hope everybody had a great holiday weekend. And don't forget the reason for the holiday, folks.
Yes.
All those that gave.
Yes, for the country.
Remember, everybody, tomorrow. Actually, that's what I should do tomorrow. I should go put a flag at my dad's grave. I don't have a flag down on it. I should do it.
Or if you want to be like my children, just go and watch slingshot rides, people getting sick. You know, they ride the slingshot. They've been getting a kick out of these people puking on video. Oh, man. Anyways.
But this has been great. Hope everybody had a great time. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun, happy horse shit. And we'll see everybody on Tuesday night again. I will not have these guys here. I'll have to wait for the cardboard cutouts to come in. So they will not be here. So they'll be back to just me.
Only in spirit.
And I will
and DNA left on the floor.
So we'll be back watching Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep on Tuesday night. And we're starting an hour earlier because the film is very, very long.
Keep it going, Pat. We're going to end it that way, right?
Don't let go, Pat.
I wish I knew how to quit you, Pat.
Darren's never going to show this again. I'm never using this goddamn sound again.
Darren Sands has left the group.
There you go.
Good stuff. Well, let's get out there for a stogie.
Yes, let's do that. Everybody, thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for the super chats. You guys are awesome. And we love all you guys and hope everybody enjoys the rest of your holiday weekend if you're celebrating the holiday.
Have a great holiday
weekend.
weekend.
You have to work tomorrow because you don't live in this country. My apologies. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out, and we'll see everybody Tuesday night.
Love you.
Hang out quick, Brett. We'll chat real quick, and everybody later. Wait. It's coming. It's there. It could be starting. Motherfucker.